Alright. Yeah, the live stream is starting now. So that way I can share. This is public. Alright, I am sharing the thing right now. Sorta, kinda. Whatever that means. Wait. This is number 85, isn't it? Save. Okay, there we go. Oh, nice. And I will copy the video link and just paste it right here. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I don't mind the talking. I was trying to be silent before just for dramatic effect, but now that the drama is over and effectively ruined, which, in the PWCC way, just, normal talking nonsense until, 5 minutes. Yeah. Maguma was on the, Gigantus was commenting. So he was testing Maguma Gantus, yes. That's your name now, man. Maguma. No, that's a great question. Oh yeah, this should be fun. Very curious to see how all this goes. Woo! Yes, yes we are. Sure. I was about to check, but then I was like, wait, that's going to change the visual of it. I don't want to do that yet. Yes, I do think we did. Yeah. I think we're just sticking to Rathalos. That's just happenstance, because that was... The match I had came in before we had the final information about it being called Greater Rathalos. Like, yeah, we knew that Paul W.S. Anderson called it Greater Rathalos, but we were trying to find a Japanese name, and we only found one Japanese source at the time that just called it Rathalos, so we just went with that. But then, Greater Rathalos, then we just kind of discovered Greater Rathalos' proper name a little late, so... And also partially because I'm a picky bastard, I kept it Rathalos, so that way we had more monsters than the letter R as opposed to Chi. So, part of it is just, run with it. Another part of it is just, I am picky. I can be real picky with that kind of thing. Well, it still doesn't stop the fact that the version we're using is still Greater Rathalos. that is still Greater Rathalos. We're just calling it Rathalos. Alright, 6 o'clock, hit the default. Hello everyone and welcome to...
dance from the hit game Fortnite?
Gosh darn it. Hello everyone and welcome...
KaijuX is gonna shoot GDR.
I'm gonna shoot all of you if you keep interrupting me. Oh, good grief, what a start.
Oh, we are the worst.
Again, KaijuX, I could just say a certain word and you'll break down.
Gosh, no, don't, please.
Why do people watch us?
Because we're amusing? I don't know. Maybe it's out of pity. Okay, let me get the intro wrapped up. Hello everyone and welcome to this month's KWCC. I am your host KaijuX, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all you out there. It's probably the one time I've said that because I forgot about Halloween and Thanksgiving. I can only...
You forgot Happy Hanukkah.
Oh gosh, Happy Hanukkah, yes! Okay. And Kwanzaa. Alright, all of them. But anyway, I am your host KaijuX, and with me today I have Joe as Dambo, GVR, Nagoda the Infinite, and Alex as Ridley Scott. And hello!
Ridley Scott, the director of House of Gucci Gang.
House of Gucci.
And Maguma says, and now we begin our regular scheduled bizarre program, which is very appropriate. I have...
Your regularly scheduled Rain Down, which doesn't have a regular schedule.
Yes.
Better than your theme park rides.
Which is very appropriate that you say bizarre program, because I have Ultra Q in my hands right here. Anyway, I'll get to watching that one day. One of these days.
Watch it. I'm live on stream.
Yeah, that'd be great, but then copyright infringement probably. I don't know. It's gonna get flagged. The stream's gonna get flagged. There's Joe dabbing in the chat.
Oh yeah.
But, let's see. I don't think we want to... Because I don't think there's anyone else in here at the moment. Nah, it's just us.
No, I don't think we're getting anyone else.
Yeah, not... At least not for a bit, because I did send Grayshot a message just in case, but I don't think that's...
Oh, so he'll be here in 5 hours.
Yes, exactly. When we are already done and we're just losing our minds again.
All heroes friends.
That works. Anyway. Boom. And I'll put it up here. So...
That's not the person actually talking about today.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're right. I'm stupid. Hang on.
Yes, you
Bro.
Because I had to... My brain had to add those matches ahead of time. Because I already had 353's banner, like, prepared. That one was already, like... That one was already ready. So I was like, okay. But
So I need to dip out real quick. I'll be right back just because, like, I need to read the things that, like, Bacon sent me to read off. Like, they disappeared from the DMs because Discord glitched, so I need to reset the thing.
Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, no, we'll give you a minute, because apparently I don't have 353's banner on... Oh, I have it in the KWC battle. That's because there are, like, little sections on the thing that I can kind of switch to, so it's like, whee! I have default, and then
You made the banner.
No, I mean, like, No, not what I meant. I meant, like, I have the stuff on, OBS. Like, I need to put, like, the match on here. Bring that down. I mean, we're going to be talking about it anyway, so I'm not too stingy about, like, you guys seeing it live. Usually I prefer to have, like, more, like, I guess, like, transitions, but, yeah, no, here it is. Ba-ba-da-ba. There it is. You got to see it live.
Yay.
That's how I put stuff in OBS, but well ahead. Oh, look, it's Grayshot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Oh my goodness, he's real.
Actually, Grayshot, it's 5:04.
I'm 4 minutes into Central Time.
First, I was gonna say, I'm firing you.
Oh, lordy. But yeah, no, thank you for the reminder, GVR. My brain has not been working recently, so it's like, oh no. I hope to
Alright.
get that fixed up soon. Anyway, so yeah, no, first real match for the session is match 353, Kiryu versus Mechagodzilla Heisei versus Mechagodzilla Showa, the triple Mechagodzilla battle royale.
Quiet this time, are we?
Oh no, you guys are fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good to hear.
At least to me, you guys sound fine. I don't know if it's like going to be the case in the final.
I'm gonna check the stream audio real quick.
People
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
screen
check-
sound down.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Oh, hey. Hello, God's Rider 7777.
We're
Hello.
You sound fine in the video. We're still like a bit quiet.
Let me boost you guys'.
Felix is
How do we
oppressing
sound
us.
on your end?
I mean, to
You hear
me,
me talking 5 minutes in the future.
right? Like, I would have to mute myself for that, but like,
So that's not happening.
yeah, I know. I'll boost you guys' audio up a pinch, and then like maybe like 120%, maybe 100. So it's probably gonna be loud as heck for me, but you know, if you guys can, hang on. I think it's just simply a weird like, yeah, no, it's gonna be loud as heck for me, but you know,
It
can't
might
be.
just be like an audio issue.
Yeah, like an audio like feedback issue thing. Oh my gosh. Let's see. So I have everyone at 120%. I hope I don't have to turn up louder and have my ears bleed out. So,
Well, let's see how this sounds.
all right. But anyway, yeah, no. Maguma says a trigger word around these parts. Honestly, the three-way Mechagodzilla battle was probably the most overdue KWC idea ever, and that and Heisei Godzilla vs. Zilla. So I'm glad that when it finally happened, it was pulled off right. So
Oh, honestly.
I told you there was a trigger word in there. Okay, but
Believe it, man.
anyway, but yeah, no. First, yeah, before I read more comments in the chat, real quick, yeah, first match is, yeah, no, I already did the introduction of the match. Is written by Matthew Freese and Joseph Steiner Jr., both who we have here, and the banners by Andrew Sudomersky, whoever that is. I don't know. I always make that joke.
You dumbass.
Fine, yeah. But yeah, and let's see. I assume the authors would probably want to go last. Bacon, you came back right out of nowhere.
He's muted.
Oh, okay. Okay, he's muted. Okay. No.
That means you're first, buckaroo.
Yes, I am. All right.
Let me read what Bacon said about this match.
Okay.
He had, like a list of things to say about the matches we're gonna talk about.
Gotcha.
Okay. So just reading off of his words. Match 353. This match is bussin', 10 out of 10. No, I will not elaborate. Fuck you.
He would say that.
Right, now speak KaijuX.
Right. Okay. But yeah, I am. Let's see. This match, I think, like, when I first read it, and when I first, like, after I had sent it off and had it prepped, my initial impressions were just like, it was fine, but it didn't leave. Like, it's weird because this is a triple Mechagodzilla match. Everything about it, like, is definitely sort of like everything you would ever want in a triple Mechagodzilla match. Like, regardless of like Monster vs. Mechagodzilla or whatever. It's like even if he just didn't exist, like, I'm sure this particular matchup between Toho's big three Mechagodzillas is something everyone's been waiting for. Yet, strangely enough, I didn't quite. Something about it didn't quite hit with me, and I'm not sure what. Because it's like, the setup's good, the characters are nice, like, you know, the monster action's brutal, and even the outcome may be a little unexpected. But it's also, I don't know, It's hard to say because there's nothing specifically wrong with it. I'm sure if most people just read this match right now, they would say, KaijuX, you're crazy, this is great. And I'm like, yeah, I agree, this is great. But it just doesn't hit with me. I don't know what it is exactly. There's just something for me that's just not quite clicking compared to everyone else's reaction. That said, I mean, you guys did a great job. Oh, man. It's just, yeah, I don't know why. This just strangely doesn't hit for me. But that's me speaking personally. Like, yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, I know, because it's like, I don't know what to... Because it's like, yeah, everything from the setup of the death of Godzilla triggering Kiryu to go on a rampage, so they have to send in Heisei Mechagodzilla to stop him while, you know, Showa Mechagodzilla adds as, like, the monkey wrench in the whole thing. Like, that's all good shit. That is all, like, really good. I just don't know exactly what it is that doesn't quite hit. And I can't say I wish I knew. I actually wish I knew why this one doesn't click with me compared to, like, other stuff. If you want me to sing a praises with a match that has Matthew Freese as a co-writer, you'll be hearing that in a little bit, but...
Yeah, because I have 2 matches today.
Yeah, lucky you. So, yeah, no, like I said, really good match. I don't know, just doesn't click. Weirdly enough, that's the weirdest thing, especially coming from me, so, I don't know.
Can't believe you personally hate me and Joe.
KaijuX do be oppressing us.
No!
The KaijuX just hates this match because everyone likes it. He could have co-written it, but he didn't.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a little bit of history with this match that, like, originally I think you had most of this match written, but you couldn't quite push for the final, like, just some of the final parts of it, so you were looking for a co-writer. You approached me first, I said yes, partially because it's
and
like
you couldn't think of anything.
I actually couldn't think of anything. I'm like, why I could not get a single word in there. That I was like, I had no drive at that time to contribute anything to this particular match. And I'm like, why? Like, this is a triple Mechagodzilla 3-way. Why am I not able to push myself to do anything? So eventually...
4-way to get excited.
Yeah, you mean with anime Mechagodzilla?
Totally.
No.
GDR, we should have had the foresight to include MonsterVerse Mechagodzilla before we knew what he could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think echoing KaijuX, I think I kind of had, yeah, because I know you sent me the document. I think I said, hey, let me take a look at what you have. I may think of something.
Yeah.
And then at the
Yeah, I
same
posted
spot
like
was
in the staff
KaijuX.
chat. Yeah, I posted in the staff chat just like, hey, anyone who has any ideas of what to do, go ahead. And, like, yeah, Joe was the only one that I was able to get an actual like thing from.
Yeah. So Joe became like the official co-writer for the match, which is congratulations, you know. Don't mind having more of Joseph Steiner Jr. plastered across the KWC walls, so you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah, also, shame on me for not including MonsterVerse Mechagodzilla in this match that I started last year.
Yeah! So well before we ever could have seen Godzilla vs. Kong or known what MonsterVerse Mechagodzilla was even capable of.
Yeah, I just looked at the docs for it. I started this match in like, which one's the 8th month again?
The 8th?
March.
August?
August?
Yeah,
August, yeah.
August of last year. Yeah, no, yeah, the 8th month. Yeah, no. Yeah, I started this August last year.
Mm. I actually will
I
say...
feel like a dumbass now. It was the 8th month.
But yeah, no. I also want to say this banner actually has a little bit of history in that it's a lot older than you think. Like, I had made this, like, I had originally wanted to do a triple Mechagodzilla battle myself, but I only ever had the banner for it. I didn't quite have, like, a working story of how it would go about. But I had the banner for it, and the modern, like, the one you see on the site now is, or the one you're seeing right now is, like, the updated version, whereas, I should have gotten the old one. Hang on, let me, I think I can just pull it up real quick. Boop, boop.
By the way, I like how there are palm trees in the middle of the city.
Yeah, no, that was a result of it being from that old, like, this was just simply, oh, let me just make a couple quick alterations and then, like, slap it in there. So it's like, yeah, no, this is definitely from a much older banner that wasn't quite made for this match, but it was like, yeah, I showed it to GVR. He was like, I'll take it. I'll take your entire stock.
Well, 'cause I didn't notice there were palm trees at the bottom. I just thought that was like cropping up with smoke
Oh yeah, no, those are palm trees.
for a moment.
Yeah, even I knew those palm trees.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, hang on.
Kaiju, the match takes place in Japan.
You're gonna have to be more specific than that. Like I said, the actual, yeah, no, that was just one of those small little
They're
oversights. So,
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess
This is
they're
in
in California.
California where you see palm trees everywhere in the city.
oh, good grief. Yeah,
Kaiju, I can't believe that you tried to sabotage this match at every possible moment.
yeah. Apparently.
Yeah, all of KaijuX's plates they're all his fault because he put palm tree in the banner.
Yeah.
Don't you know palm
Particularly
tree?
KaijuX.
Palm trees are
Oh.
native to Japan. Anyway.
Yeah, he's showing you were champion.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm showing right now.
I thought
This.
I thought he was putting like putting the new banner up and like just making the banner out of those banners.
Gosh.
Like putting 6 banners into that square.
It's a different size because this one is part of the older 1000 by 450 ratio. So, but yeah, no, this was the banner I had originally made for that match I wanted to write, and then GVR was like, "Hey, you know, here's the match, here's the premise. There's only 3 Mechagodzillas," and I was like, "Okay." Just got rid of the other ones, moved over the space beam shooting one, and then yeah, that was it. Still have.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, it's just going by the shoulder. It's fine.
So your original idea had multiple Mechagodzillas, Showa Mechagodzillas, which is interesting because the request on the survey that led to this also had specified multiple Showa Mechagodzillas.
Oh yeah. So I guess this would have been appropriate. Who
I
knows?
didn't go with that because, like I said, I had already been writing this like last year and just like.
You already had the story like mapped out.
GVR, you let that one person down.
Sorry.
KaijuX, I still have to disagree with you. That's still friendly fire. It's still hitting his shoulder.
Okay, fine. Look, man, I had, like the cutoff for the I-beams were a little wonky. All right, I had to place something in front.
Yeah. As for why we chose something that was already being written for the survey request fulfillment this year, Bagan versus Monster vs. Ghidorah almost didn't get made
Yeah.
because we had to scramble for it, like
Mhm.
because of the survey answer. So just like with the survey request, what we're always doing now is just like things that we already either have on hand or are already working on.
Yeah.
Or if we
We
have a
find
sudden jolt of inspiration.
Yeah. Whew. Holy moly. But yeah, no, that's the deal. Gonna switch it over to the new banner, just to make sure. And yeah. Nope, figured but yeah, figured whatchamacallit though. I'm gonna read some of the comments pertaining to the match real quick.
And then after that, it moves on to Great Shot.
Yeah. Maguma says, also have to say we have a nice banner going on. Thank you, man. Wow. I think this is actually the first time Black Mechagodzilla has appeared in any banner and he wasn't used. Lol. Yeah, no. It's about the only drawback. But hey, you know, Black Mechagodzilla will get his time to shine. So.
I can't believe GVR is racist. Shut up.
Gosh darn.
But that explains a lot.
Deep blast.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my goodness. Gray Shot, what'd you think of the match? He's muted, isn't he?
No, he's not.
He's not. Oh no, he's not.
Great Shot.
Gray Shot.
Rashad?
Gray Shot.
We cannot hear you.
Hey.
You're speaking.
If you are speaking, speak.
I think Rashad got kidnapped.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. Yes. Hello, Moshi Moshi.
Okay. So I figured out what happened. I just accidentally moved my microphone.
Okay.
Regardless,
Bruh.
But yeah, regardless. I found the match, as I said, I think it's similar notes to KaijuX. It has a really cool start with Mogera getting the kill on Godzilla, and this leading to this massive, unexpected chain of events. Almost kind of like a reverse Godzilla, Godzilla Earth, where Godzilla dying just sends everything to hell, instead of Godzilla living. Akane's story as well, and I it did take me off guard when Kiryu did lose in the end. I expected like Kiryu to regain sympathy and live, but I was half mistaken on that part. Otherwise, the action is solid. It just wasn't a story that particularly grabbed me. Banner-wise, and obviously Mechagodzilla has getting the win. I find that funny because I think he's the least popular of the three, so him getting the win is, I find it a bit funny.
Oh yeah,
I
for
will
sure.
discuss why who won when we get to me.
Yeah.
I'll discuss
Yeah,
that.
personal bias.
Well, a combination of that and the fact that everyone going into this would be like, yeah, show him Mechagodzilla or Kiryu was gonna win because they're cool and I like them.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think Hesai
Well,
is the
be
most
honest.
powerful. Shut up. I think Hesai is the most powerful of the bunch with its energy absorption ability. Especially against Showa. Showa is just nothing but all-out attack where I question, minus the missiles, I question the effectiveness. But yeah, it was pleasant to see Hesai get a victory because I don't think he's had a victory in a while. I don't think
That's
he's
the
been
main
used in
thing
a while.
why he won is just because like he never wins.
Yeah. When was the last time he actually got a solid? I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, no. It's been a while.
Yeah, no, it's been a hot minute. Yeah.
Yeah, but yes. The main takeaway though is it was happy to see him win. As for the banner itself, I thought it was good, just not quite great. The effects on Kiryu are stellar. The beams are slightly off, so it looks. I don't know. The two clashing doesn't really have that much of an effect.
Yeah,
I
no.
wish it was more of a climactic ball of energy or something at the center.
Well, they haven't. Here's the thing, Grayshot. They haven't touched yet. They're still trying to reach each other.
I
Yeah,
haven't touched text yet.
it's a little. It just looks a little off, and while the background is definitely end of the world / apocalyptic, which I think is the overall flow the match was aiming for with Godzilla's death and the reaping them and the consequences which follow. I don't.
He's having a stroke.
I'm trying to best point into words, which is it just seems slightly off. Like I like it. Maybe it's just that. Maybe I'm focusing on the beam battle a lot, but it just seems slightly off. Again, good. I just hold off on one of the greats in regards to the banners.
Yeah.
I think Kiryu is the one that walks away out as the best with the rocket effects. Those look fantastic. Less so in the eye, but everything else is fantastic.
Yeah, I could see that.
Go and Heisei be like, and remember, just the tip.
Gosh.
I mean, I question the logistics of the beam clash, considering how the show Mechagodzilla beams are coming from his eyes, but Heisei's are coming from the Garuda, which is way wider.
Oh yeah.
Was tilting his head down.
That's what I assumed. I mean, it'd be unfair for me to fully lean into that criticism of the banner because I have that happen in the match because of KaijuX putting it in the banner.
Oh wow. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's right. Shoot.
Yeah, when Heisei and Showa have the huge all-out assault trading. Because I mean, you gotta have that when you're having Showa and Heisei fight.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The Garuda sequence was actually kind of fun. Now that I think about it, Joe's little Garuda. I could tell it was Joe that wrote it because the writing style was a little different. But that was a fun little
How it
sequence.
was Joe that wrote it? It sucked.
It was good, man. It's good.
That was the best part.
Oh, shut up.
But
Like
yeah.
I went from don't worry, Joe, you did a good job. Then Alex complimented him, and I went, no, screw you, Joe.
GBR just be salty that always takes Joe's side over his.
Yeah.
I believe it's Nagota's turn next. Anything else to say?
Right. Yeah, I know. I don't.
Nothing.
Oh, right. Oh, no, it was Great Shot that was talking. Gosh darn.
Yeah, no, Great Shot hated the match. Stop writing. You think it's Joe should stop writing? Yeah, no, Nagota, your turn.
No, I will say, out of the 2 matches that you posted in this
Session.
period of time in this quarter, I would say that it is the weaker one, but that's because the next one is just so stellar. But we'll get to that later.
Also, because like a significant portion of this match was written like last year, early this year. See, and I fully understand like people like saying it's a bit off, but no, yeah, never mind. I'm happy with this one. But we'll get to that. Who has like a fan right next to him? Yeah, what is that?
I can't.
Oh, that might be me.
Yeah, that's you. Are you in a microwave?
No, that was just. No, that was just the whatchamacallit, the like air conditioner thing inside.
Are you next to it?
Pretty much, yeah, kinda. Like it's right there. Like I literally just reached my hand and turned it off. That's how close it is.
Yeah, I will say to the thing of like Monster vs. Mechagodzilla, don't worry, his time to shine is coming soon.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. Let me put it this way. As a man who read that match, you're in for a good time.
Yes.
No alcohol required.
Well, okay, maybe some alcohol. I think the characters drank some.
Well, yeah, friggin' Walter Simmons, like, one of his character traits, one of the 5 character traits he has is whiskey.
3 character
5.
traits.
5. You're being way too generous.
Yeah, that's way too generous.
What do you mean? He's rich, he drinks whiskey, I mean bourbon. Bourbon. He, has a daughter.
That's not a character trait.
He runs a company.
Again, not really a character trait.
He wants to kill Godzilla.
He claims everything
Why?
is his own
That's just-
possession, even though someone else made it.
Again,
It's just
that's
just
just
the
a
guy
motive.
from Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Okay, maybe he only has, like, a character trait. He has more character traits than Ren.
Damn.
We're bullshitting too much. Nagota, go.
Yes.
Alright. This was a fun match. I don't remember much of it. I remember something like Mughals, like, something like that. I don't remember. One of the black hole alien suns takes over or something like that.
Yeah, Mughal.
Mechagodzilla fight was fun. I liked how they kept the plasma grenade. They didn't just use it outright because they thought they had the smart idea of, if I use this now, they're not gonna shoot me again. That was fun. Banner has palm trees. It looks nice. I like the smoke cloud explosion in the background. The beam flash, Kiryu flying, getting ready to tackle someone off the ground. Other than that, not much else to say. Plus, also like how this all started from killing Godzilla. Need to do that more often.
You know, it was probably Kiryu Goji that died. He would die to that.
I mean, I had considered it to be Heisei Godzilla, actually, that was dying. Hence the specific, like, shot to the thigh from Mogira's spiral grenade.
Oh, right.
Because, there's no point in, like, waiting until I talk my section to start talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember, like, a lot of conversation on here about, like, how Mogira tends to be, like, underplayed a lot.
Yeah.
And how the spiral grenade missiles would demolish anything that isn't Space Godzilla.
Yeah.
I mean, they work pretty well on Space Godzilla too.
Yeah, even then, yeah.
So yeah, no, I ended up integrating that talk into this match of Mogira's spiral grenades actually doing what they were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
In other words,
Or Godzilla
was
kill
only
things.
thwarted by Space Godzilla's long ass tail.
Yeah. I mean, if Space Godzilla hadn't have shown up, Godzilla would have been in for a very difficult time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Heisei Bulgira feels like King Caesar. He's a powerhouse that everyone sleeps on because he was he was weaker than the main antagonist.
I would completely disagree. King Caesar is a poor representation because I watched that movie and King Caesar is a chump. I'm sorry.
Dude,
Hashtag.
like, okay, he may not be the brightest in the Showa film, but he hits like a truck.
Yeah, he hits like a truck, yeah, I think 1 or 2 times, and the rest of the time he doesn't really do anything intelligent nor effective.
I mean, he hit
more or less against the situation he was in, because Mechagodzilla Show and Hedorah are arguably the two most powerful.
Oh yeah, overall, yeah.
Had King Caesar been fighting someone else like Megalon or Gaijin, I think, or Titanosaurus, he would have a better time.
Yeah,
I would disagree. I think Anguirus had the better fight between King Caesar and whatnot, because I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he lasted I'm pretty sure Anguirus lasted longer than.
Anguirus was fighting fake Godzilla though. That was before Mechagodzilla had all his stuff.
Had it been Mechagodzilla from the very beginning, I think Anguirus would have gone down quicker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he would have fucking died.
Oh yeah, no,
King Caesar at least, because here's the thing: the moment the black hole aliens King Caesar could deflect the eye beams, they basically switched to everything else, and that's what knocked him down.
Yeah.
Once beams stopped working, they were missiles.
Right, because it's like Mechagodzilla's still a ranged fighter, so he's still like it's a ranged fighter, so he never lost that advantage. He just lost an attribute, which were the beams. I mean, King Caesar hid behind a rock.
He hid behind a rock, and the rock got cut in half by a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Remember, if we're taking the prophecy in that movie at face value, they needed both Godzilla and him to defeat him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed a punching bag. They needed that's my hot take.
I mean, the one thing is, if King Caesar wasn't there, Godzilla would have lost also.
Because he already lost.
I mean, not according to Terror of Mechagodzilla.
That's true, yeah.
Terror of Mechagodzilla agrees with Greyshot.
Yeah, it kind of does. I look at Terror of Mechagodzilla definitely throws a lot of things askew, but I'm trying to look at versus Mechagodzilla kind of in a vacuum. It's like, yeah, no, King Caesar, when I mean he's strong, I mean he hits like a truck. I don't mean to correlate that with his intelligence, because he do be a little doofy, but it's like, he's strong. Like if you were to pit him against Anguirus, he'd be ramming him down like a mother free. Like, he would literally be a truck hitting a deer kind of thing.
Or like I said, Megalon or Gigan.
Or Megalon and Gigan, where he would have fared a far better chance. Especially, maybe Gigan, but...
Baby Gigan?
Maybe Gigan, not baby Gigan.
Oh, DeviantART would have fun punching that thing.
Oh my gosh. But, okay, derailing aside, Dakota, what'd you think of the... Wait, was Dakota still going? Yeah.
I think he was almost done. I think he was pretty much done.
Okay.
I was basically done, yeah.
Okay. Alex, what'd you think of it?
I'm gonna have to agree with you, KaijuX, on this match.
Mm.
I don't think it's bad. It just doesn't do a whole lot for me. And again, I think the setup is great. I love the beginning with Mugiru killing Godzilla, Kiryu losing it, and Akane forced to pilot the Super Mechagodzilla.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. After that, I think it kind of loses me a bit. Because one, I feel like, again, I get that Showa Mechagodzilla is supposed to be the monkey wrench in the plan, but he just seems kind of redundant and kind of doesn't really attribute much to the match other than just being the survey result, even though I know that's completely not the case, just what GVR always intended, but he just kind of feels tacked on, and while I was reading it, something kind of struck me odd, like this felt familiar. So I looked back. this is a more elaborate version of 233. Kiryu versus Mechagodzilla 2.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Kiryu goes apeshit, attacks the city of Kames with a group of pilots in Super Mechagodzilla. They fight Kiryu and Super Mechagodzilla 1. Like, Kiryu's at peace again. So, again, I think this match is better than the one I just mentioned, because, again, there's more to it, and again, we actually see Kiryu losing it, as opposed to just saying, oh, Kiryu lost it.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, I feel like you could have taken Showa Mechagodzilla out to make it more streamlined, and just focus on those two Mechagodzillas.
Well, yeah, I went into this like wanting to do a Mechagodzilla battle royale.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
And so, yeah.
get that. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, no, I get.
Huh.
I will say, like, I was worried about like being accused of ripping off 233, even though I don't remember a single thing from it.
The only thing
Just like,
Oh,
just
go.
because it's like, oh, it's Kiryu going berserk and having to be stopped, but like, how else are you supposed to have Kiryu and Super Mechagodzilla fight?
Right. For you.
Terrorists.
No.
Gosh darn.
Because they'll never win.
Well, that's the only other way you can do it, and that's already been done. In another
Yeah.
match.
Right. But yeah, no. That's probably Alex. Crap. I think he might have solved it for me. It was like kind of the relapsing into familiar territory, and Mechagodzilla just sort of being somewhat its own plot. Showa Mechagodzilla is kind of disconnected when you compare it to the heart of the conflict. Yeah, get it. It's a monkey wrench, and I know he was always intended to be that, but it was like as corny as this sounds, it's like I feel like if the aliens had tried to hijack Kiryu or something like that, I don't know, something to that effect. There was just something about the aliens in this one that felt disconnected compared to the heart of the battle, which is mostly Kiryu and Heisei.
Yeah, I feel like you could have had Showa Mechagodzilla be there and have like a crew of the Zillions infiltrate both of the G-Force mechs.
Simians.
Yeah, Simians, whatever.
Alex really went use the Exilians again. For the 55th time.
I don't know, my brain's turned to mashed potatoes because of all of the Mechagodzillas.
It's alright, mine's already deep fried.
But yeah,
I worry for your sanity when Singular Point Season 2 drops.
Oh my-
7th Mechagodzilla.
Oh gosh!
well, that's because it's Singular Point Mechagodzilla, and that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd still be awesome.
Like,
Oh,
but yeah, I feel like in order to make Showa Mechagodzilla, I guess, relevant, you could have had the Simians use it as a distraction while a couple teams infiltrate the mechs and try to take them over.
yeah, that
That
probably
way
would have
you
been
could
good.
Showa win if you wanted.
Right.
I didn't want that though.
Yeah,
I
know
mean,
you don't want that. I'm just
the
saying
point-
it would've been
No,
more.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like be like, no, you're wrong. Like, here's the reasons why I did what I did.
Hmm.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to like defend myself or anything. I'm just responding.
I get it.
Yeah.
Defending himself, get him.
However, I think the Garuda part is the best thing ever.
Aw.
Oh yeah, the Garuda actually doing stuff is actually good.
That was a fun sequence. I will admit that. That was like, don't get me wrong, the fight stuff was solid. Like, yeah, it was nice to see the Garuda like detach, go around, doing something. It's like, hey, that's
Yeah.
nice.
The Garuda was made to fight Godzilla anyway, so
Oh, to
What?
be honest.
Anyway,
I did a bit of stuff with the Garuda detaching as well.
Yeah.
Detached and, yeah.
Yeah, both of you did. So,
Yeah, I don't dislike it, but it's like with KaijuX. It's ultimately just not for me.
yeah.
Fair.
All
Very
right.
fair.
Before GVR and Joe have their comments to say about the match, I would like to read just a couple of comments concerning the match. Okay, no, that one's match 300. Okay, yeah. Maguma said, it wasn't bad, but it kind of started... Wait, was that in reference to 300, or was that in reference to this one? I thought it was in reference to this.
300.
Okay, that might have been 300. Okay, Joshua Stripmatter
Shot the wrong
says...
topic like we did.
Joshua Stripmatter, hello, welcome. Says, I thought this match was really good and definitely worth the wait. And then Maguma says, I think this could have benefited by slightly shorter word count, TBH. Not even by much, but some things felt like could have been cut. So I think, I think after...
1/3 of the combatants.
Right. Ta-da! Anyway. No, clearly the solution was to add more Mechagodzillas. You should have kept the army.
Well, if
No,
you
I
would
don't
add RPO Mechagodzilla, I could have had him die in 5 seconds.
Add,
I don't even
add the
think
show of
Army-
Mechagodzilla army. Add Ready Player One Mechagodzilla. Add MonsterVerse Mechagodzilla. Add Godzilla and Mechagodzilla.
Add anime Mechagodzilla.
But I don't even think the army of Showa Mechagodzillas would be necessary.
I'm-
They still could come.
They
know
would
you're
have
joking.
made things worse.
Yeah, I
made
know.
Things more complex.
They would have. That's why I was joking. I was joshing around. Hey. Anyway.
This match is too bloated. Add more.
Every studio executive ever.
You want me to Spider-Man 3 this thing? Add Venom.
No, strip matter, we are never doing that. We are never adding RPO Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, so
Sucks.
even me as a RPO Mechagodzilla sympathizer, even I'd say that's a bad idea. Commander Phoenix comments, man, we need a match that uses an army of Showa MGs at some point. And I agree. Hopefully someone, somewhere, will do that. Oh yeah. Anyway.
Alright, fine. Here,
Oh yeah, we have that.
give KaijuX the benefit of the doubt for RPO. Have a match where Gamer dreams about being a gamer and he fights RPO Mechagodzilla in the game world.
Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. I guess, who wants to go first? Joe or GVR
Let
when it
Joe
comes...
go first.
Okay.
Since let Joe go first.
Okay, Joe, I guess you're a co-writer for this match. I'm pretty sure we incidentally already covered everything, but for the sake of formality, your part in it, and, I guess just sort of like your contributions, your part, and I guess just like what clicked when writing it, I guess, whatever, your thoughts?
I don't remember when specifically I joined. I think it was when KaijuX said that he wouldn't do it. I'm trying to remember. I remember GVR said he wanted someone to help him write this match, and I said sure. And going back on this match, I don't remember where I started. And I think that's kind of a good thing, because it just blends both of our writing together. Like, they just go good together.
Aww.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to write these three just going at it, and I think I did it well, but I think the stuff that GVR wrote was a lot better. I remember I read it for the first time, and it was like the first half, I think, and when I started writing, it was really, really good. I really liked what he did.
Aww.
And then where I stopped writing and he did the finale, it was really good. I really love this match.
Aww.
Even excluding what I wrote, I really liked it.
Thank you. Is it my turn now, I suppose?
I suppose so, unless Joe had something else to comment, then.
Oh Oh yeah, the Garuda part. I thought about it while at work one day, and I asked GVR if it'd be cool to include it, and he said yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Joe, I don't think you included the mouth missiles to show Mechagodzilla has any of your parts, so I specifically asked you to do that, so you're fired.
Wait, what?
I asked you to have a part where Showa Mechagodzilla uses like the mouth missiles he can do, but I'm not seeing it in the match.
I don't remember that.
I asked you this.
Rip.
Say K.
Never work in this town again.
I do not remember that though.
I messaged you about this.
Excuse me, sir. I just read the match and I noticed you wrote the Garuda part. I would like to ask you to be part of Redacted and Redacted. Would you care to join me?
Oh my gosh.
No, it's all good. Don't worry. Yeah, no, there's not a whole lot I can really say
Should
about.
had Mechagodzilla give them robo-coded.
That's specifically what you said. I asked you to have that part, and you said you want Showa Mechagodzilla to cough robo-COVID onto them.
Oh,
Oh, I see it. I probably forgot that.
yeah, it sounds about right.
I have dementia. You have to go easy on me.
He caught it from me.
Oh my god.
Anyway, rewrite it, and then Greyshot can post it again.
The Mechagodzilla Triple Battle Special Edition.
Special
Now
edition.
with more mouth missiles.
Yeah. Well, CGI and a funny little alien in the black hole alien base.
They'll just dance around.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, yeah, there's not a whole lot I can really say about the match that I haven't already discussed, but yes, I'm happy with this one. Going back over it, I definitely do see like a lot of things I would have done better. But that's sort of unavoidable when I go over my own matches.
No one likes when they have to go over their own matches.
Yep.
It's the least fun thing ever.
Thing.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much happy with this one. Fully understand the complaints about, or not complaints, criticisms. But yeah, I saw a lot of people very shocked that Heisei Mechagodzilla won, and like I said, I did that just because of, like, partially because I am a big fan of Heisei Mechagodzilla, and partially because like everyone would always have Heisei Mechagodzilla get dunked on in these sorts of matches.
Well,
Like, I think I remember Nagoda saying that he included Heisei Mechagodzilla in match 100 just to kill Super Mechagodzilla.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I may have my gripes with the story, but having Heisei Mechagodzilla is the most logical outcome from what you're trying to tell.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it helped. It helped with the bias that it was a winner that made sense within the context of how the match played out.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, no, I love Kiryu and Showa Mechagodzilla a lot. It's just, I also love Heisei Mechagodzilla and wanted to give him some time to shine.
Yep.
I personally love all three of those Mechagodzillas equally.
Yeah. Yeah, because they all have their high points, they all have their low points, but they all have their like good strengths and memorability. So, yeah.
All 5 Mechagodzillas are awesome, and we're not counting RPO.
Yeah. Also, the black hole aliens. I remember asking like on here for the names for them, and yeah, I ended up getting 2 good names, one from Alex and one from Harley, the Recall and Hosuke.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I remember Recall for me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, ended up going with that. Not a whole lot else to really say. Aside from I do
No.
really like the banner.
Thank
Good
God.
job. KaijuX for that one.
Thank you.
Even if it was super pixelated when the match first got uploaded.
Yeah, because somehow Greyshot like didn't get the complete version somehow. Like he somehow I don't know if he just like saved it while it was downloading, but like the image was like half the size it should have been. It was really weird.
Wait, for this banner?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Don't ask me how.
Alright, yeah, that's all I have to say on this one.
All right, cool. And like, anyone else have any? Hang on a second. Let me see the comments. See if there's let's see. Commander Phoenix, yes, you should write a match. We are always welcome to take submissions. So by all means, please do.
Gonna reject it.
Alright, match.
Gosh, dig blasted, Alex.
Commander Phoenix, right Maguma versus Kamakurus.
Right, all three Mechagodzillas versus Maguma.
Just do a remake of this match, but have Maguma in it.
Yes, because the solution is to add more things.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, thank you, Commander Phoenix. Alright,
Good man.
Also, RPO Mechagodzilla is still not cool. All he does is work as a fry cook at McDonald's.
dig blast.
I think he's pretty cool.
Joe.
Hey, your brother's allowed to speak his opinion, man.
Hey. No, that's what I'm saying. Joe, it's okay.
Okay.
Everyone else just can't say it.
Okay, anyway, next match. Holy moly, all that time was spent on this one. But yeah.
We bullshitted for 90% of it.
Yeah!
Like a 10-minute tangent about King Season.
Anyway, moving on.
Greyshot hates that movie for some reason.
Anyway, next in the lineup is match 354. Godzilla Reiwa versus Bemula. I don't know why I did that. Written by Zeb Dennis.
Dracula?
Yeah, I know that match already passed, so can't really do much with that. Written by Zeb Dennis and Connor Clennell, and banner by Connor Clennell. So, I guess we'll probably go from the top for this one. Joe, what'd you think of it?
I think the banner's really cool.
All right, that's fair.
I like the color in the banner. The monsters look cool. Bemular looks like I want to punch him in the face.
We all.
But it's a really cool banner.
Mhm.
Birdman did really good. But the match, I didn't read it.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna echo your sentiments too with the banner. Like I like the banner. It's a simple yet effective banner. It's like, yeah, two monsters are, facing straight, presumably at each other. And the background sort of represents their colors. So it's like Godzilla spews purple, his flames are purple. Bemular is known for having the pale heat ray, and it's there too. Nice purple-blue contrast that I really like, and then the monsters just look good to boot. The actual match. I'm a little I know Birdman definitely touched up in a couple areas, and I like the ending. I actually do kind of like the ending of it, sort of the weird downbeat ending. I actually do kind of like that. But everything else that kind of came before is a little on the, it's alright, but I can't sing too many high praises for it. It's just kind of there. They fight, call it good. So, I do think the ending for this one is a decent highlight, particularly for Shin Godzilla. It's just, it's just a nice little touch into his psyche that was like, yeah, nope, that feels just appropriate of why he's always kind of like just walking around aimless, just like the movie version. So it's like, yeah, that works, and I kind of like that. Yeah. Now I'm gonna read Maguma's comment. He says, "I think this particular fight runs on simple but sweet. It's nothing noteworthy, but it's harmless enough as is. Plus, I can't deny that it has a pretty gory ending." Oh yeah. So, like I said, ending is definitely the highlight for this one, but the rest of it's just sort of semi as expected, but not in the bad way. Just just not the most memorable one, but it's all right. So that's kind of my piece for it. Great shot. What'd you think of it?
I can definitely say based on definitely based on Zeb Dennis's previous match, that makes sense why Connor put his name on this. It reminds me of what was it? Rodan versus DeGarla, I think. No. Yeah.
Yeah, it was that.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was one
you
he,
did.
like-
You did a lot of editing on that one.
Yeah.
As well as the one that's gonna be we'll be discussing later, in this. But yeah, no. This one I could definitely feel Connor's style in it more so than Zeb's. I'm not saying that as a bad way because Connor's a great writer. But yeah, I liked the battle here. You could tell that like both characters got the love and it wasn't like one-sided. I'm gonna compare this a lot to Godzilla Reiwa versus Maguma because while I'm not saying one is objectively, both are good in their own rights. I think I like the action and the surprise ending more in that one than this one. This one had a pretty standard fight, and while the emotional ending of like Reiwa, like again continuing and being alone, I didn't get that punch at the very. I didn't get that like. It was a good match, but it didn't have any twists or like turns or anything of that nature. Minus the end, minus like a subtle note in regards to the ending, in regards to a specific character, Minus that, the banner is so yeah. Overall, I think the match is good. I did quite enjoy this. I think Birdman should give props. This was very entertaining. As for the rest, or I guess I should say the banner, I do like it. It's going back to Godzilla Reiwa versus Maguma. It's a better implementation. Where that one is like just copying the poster. This one, you can feel maybe it kind of like draws inspiration from, but has its own spin, which is always appreciated than just copying something. So I quite enjoyed that. The only thing I'd say is maybe I would have tried to have the fires kind of similar because they're definitely distinct. I think having them like be similar fire effects but just different colors and like whatnot might have. I don't know. I think it would have added a nice spin to it. Otherwise, that was pretty much my thoughts on the match. Very good. I like the banner for this one more than the last one. It's probably my second favorite banner of the month. And yeah, Connor did a great job. So.
Yeah, pretty sure that's the big shit.
I would disagree with that.
My turn.
Yes, your turn.
Okay, first off, to read what Bacon sent me earlier. Okay, he says, this match does not bust in, it is quite a slog to read through, and I felt that it didn't meet our current standard. Cool to see Shin, though. As for my own thoughts...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
As for my own thoughts, I really liked the banner. Love the contrast to it. Love these sorts of, like, more stylistic banners. But I tried to read this match earlier and just lost interest immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the writing just felt stilted.
Yeah.
The ending seems neat, but it doesn't really seem earned either. Like, it just randomly goes, here's Shin is sad now. Like that one match that had, like, I think Frankenstein just, like, suddenly out of nowhere like reflect on his life as he's drowning.
Oh gosh, which one was that? Was
That
that?
was Bemular, or no, Maguma versus Frankenstein.
Yeah, yeah.
That one I didn't care for that either because like having just like a random emotional moment out of nowhere without any prior build up just doesn't. It just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, or like King Kong versus Black Moth. That was the one that came to my mind. Was like one that like that was just like, oh, emotional ending stinger, even though there was like no lead up to it. Like it was like, oh, that happened. All right. So
Yeah, no, that's all I really have to say.
all right, Nagoda, what'd you think of it?
So for this one, it was okay. I didn't really have much thought of it other than, oh, they're beating each other, and Godzilla's probably gonna win because Godzilla. The banner, I like the whole flames behind the characters, and the like line in the middle. But yeah, this was a basic monster versus monster fight.
All right. And I guess was that all you had to say, Nagoda? Or
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
and Alex, what'd you think of it?
Banner's pretty neat. It's unique. Really like the backgrounds behind each combatant. As for the match, I read it, but I don't remember a single thing aside from Shin Godzilla winning and him being sad, even though he killed a hideous abomination on this planet. He should feel happy about it.
He killed a dark mirror of himself.
But yeah, this is I basically I read this a couple hours ago. I have no recollections, like, of anything aside from those two things. It's how boring this match is.
Yeesh.
Although it's still better than the Maguma one, because this is forgettable. But that one legitimately annoyed the hell out of me because of how stupid it was, just in general.
Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. But yeah, I think with that said, I don't see any comments particularly. Well, okay, Commander Phoenix says that match sure did happen. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. And apparently, the guys in the comments, the chat, are going off about who would win, me or Gray Shot. Okay, that's great. But yeah, no, I think with that said, I think we've said our piece, and now what I feel like is probably going to be the real highlight of the night, holy moly, Badoom, Watcha! Match 355, Red King vs. C-Rex, Cyber Godzilla, King Cobra, Sego, and Zilla. Written by Matthew Freese and Vincent Roger, and banner by the terrific E.J. Sue. And yeah, with that said, oh boy, this one.
Did you say horrific?
Terrific.
Terrific.
Oh, I heard that wrong.
He said this match is horrific, and JVR and Bacon should stop writing.
Dig bless.
They should be ready to write their will because this match is so bad that KaijuX is gonna go and kill him.
I mean, the match is horrific, but not in terms of quality.
Yeah.
You see that picture right there? KaijuX
Good
never did it
wheel.
Well, you could say there's a horrific quality to it. Hey, anyway.
I literally just said that. I said the match is horrific, but not in terms of quality.
Well, yeah, but I was trying to infer there's a horrific quality to it, but not. Oh, yeah, you're right. You did make that. Never mind. Cut.
This is oppressing us again.
Okay. Joe. Thoughts?
AKA Joe getting out of this hole.
I love the banner. It is awesome. This is probably, it might be my favorite art banner, or drawn banner. I mean, it is awesome. I love seeing the Godzilla series monsters drawn. I think them being drawn suits them more than being toys or models.
It's
3D models. And it's their natural habitat. Because they are cartoon characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus we
Like
like
it-
with those dumb T-Rex and Cybergodzilla generic models. But
Yeah. Damn, this banner looks awesome. This is so cool, and I love seeing Zilla getting decked in the fucking face.
That is pretty awesome.
That was the request.
It's the best thing ever. This is what I wanted for Christmas.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Except-
Seeing Zilla get the shit kicked out of him.
Except I wish it was me instead of Red King.
Same.
But I hear this match is awesome, but I haven't read it.
Alright. Rip. Yeah, then it's on to me. Yep, on to me. Oh boy. Yeah, no. If 353 like had me at the start but kind of lost me partway in, this one kept me engaged throughout the whole thing. This was, oh my gosh, the build up to Red King's arrival on Site Omega, and using Site Omega is also a nice turn of nice setting change too. Like, sure, it's just a Monster Island aesthetic, but you know what? Use something appropriate to the world. Gosh darn it! But friggin', yeah, no, like, I like the characters. Like, I would say the human characters are the weakest element, but that's not. I don't want to phrase that as a bad thing. I think it's just compared to the body of this match, like they're there to keep things rolling, but
Yeah,
it's,
the humans are a bit tacked on.
yeah, they are the most tacked on thing here. But even
I
those,
try my best with them, but yeah.
no. Even then, I think they're still handled well, and they give the information you need, since a lot of it is like in traditional KWC sense is about the monsters. I love the way the monsters were handled. Red King is vicious. He is brutal. This one handled him excellently. This is kind of how I envisioned Red King to be a lot of the time. And yeah, no, it was like, what? Yeah, no. And he is a devastating powerhouse here in a much deserved way that I feel like people kind of sleep on. So it is just so nice to see him just destroy everything in front of him and just wrecking the Godzilla the series world. That's great. And yeah, the 5 combatants that do have to, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, the 5 combatants that have to go up against him, also great stuff. My gosh, this was great. This was, what a treat of a fight. Oh my gosh. I mean, what can I say? Like, the death of Sego was damn well brutal. Friggin', oh my gosh. Oh man, I have too much praises for this one. But friggin', it's just like, even just sort of like, the way it's, and again, just the lead up to it too is so brutal. Like, the death of the giant bat near the beginning was just, hot damn, he did not deserve that, but then just boom, dead. Oh man, that was good. That was friggin' good. And another bonus point for, I think this is like the second match that refers to Zilla as Godzilla, and I'm totally on board with that. What can I say? It's the GTS universe. We're good.
Yeah, no, this isn't like outright stated because obviously that wouldn't make any sense. But like, the intent I had with this is that Godzilla in '54 did not happen in this universe.
Yeah, it's just Ultraman and Zilla.
Yep.
So yeah, no, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. So
The hinting to that was the fact that like Oniyama starts talking about Gojira,
oh right.
and no one goes, yeah, you attacked in '54.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because it's like the Godzilla myth existed in the '98 film, so.
Yep.
And yeah, and plus it also justifies Cyber Godzilla being Cyber Godzilla, so another smart workaround for that. At least for something that has more of like a story component to it. Like that is a smart workaround. But yeah, no, just this one's 355 is freaking phenomenal, and the banner too reflects that. Like, my gosh, does it bring that energy? It's nice, bright, vibrant, dynamic. Red King punching Zilla in the face is so freaking satisfying, and then there's everyone else being like, "Rah!" It's great.
Bruh.
Oh no. What happened?
You.
Oh, okay.
KaijuX, you sound like Godzilla in that one scene of Godzilla vs. Gigan, where he kneels to Anguirus and sounds like a dying.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, let me read I want to save more so that way everyone else can sing their praises, but my gosh, this was excellent. This was friggin' excellent. So before I let the next person take over commenting, I'll read a couple of the comments concerning this one. Strip Matter's like, oh, here it comes! Hell yeah, this is the highlight. Yeah, Phoenix says it's like should have been last match of the month. Feels weird to go from this to the that sure is a fight of ZF versus Kimura. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, Maguma says, good lord, this match was something. But I unironically think the highlight of it all is just simply seeing the Godzilla the series monsters together, and I could totally see that. So, Phoenix says, so unless we're
pretty much destroy all monsters for Godzilla the series.
Yeah, that isn't Godzilla Monster Wars. Anyway, so unless we're getting an Ultraman flavored surprise next match, I feel like this should have been the capstone. You'll have to see that when you get there. Strip Matter says, I can only dream that someday in the future one of my matches gets a banner by an official Godzilla artist. Such an honor that is, which, it just really depends on whether or not we have that artist available or not. That's always the trickiest part. So, and if there's the time to make it, that's also just another.
That's why we don't have a Matt Frank banner yet, because the man is always busy.
Yes.
And expensive.
That too.
But yeah.
Just wanted to give a little history on that one person saying that this should be the last match. It was decided that there's a reason why the Ultraman monsters are in order. It's to correlate their appearance from the original series.
That's what it
Gomorrah
was.
appeared
Yeah.
in the first episode, Red King is second, because episode 8, Gomorrah's third, because the two-parter, 24 and 25, I believe.
26 and 27.
26. Yeah, my mistake. So there's a reason why we put them in this order.
Right. So, and then, capping it off. And, I think
everyone knows who it's going to be at the finale.
Yeah, at the finale. So,
Ultraman.
Commander Phoenix was on the right track. It is, the next one is Ultraman, but who he's fighting, you'll have to see when. Yeah.
It's not gonna be the bat starfish.
No.
Gosh darn it. You're a bat starfish.
It's not a Pigman match?
Joe P-Star isn't even allowed in the KWCE.
You mean we don't have censorship?
That's awesome.
Anyway. But yeah, Strip Match says this match puts the king in Red King. Don't forget the giant turtle. That one was downright savage. Yeah, isn't having a KWC featuring a banner by an official Godzilla artist also being a banner that was commissioned? I think it got. Yep. We have to commission those. They're not. Yeah, we do not get those for free. We have to commission them.
Okay, hold on, no, Joe, I'm sorry. P-Star is actually in the KWCG. I was wrong.
Ew,
So.
retire him.
We can't.
You can. There's nothing stopping you from deleting that little fuck.
Except
That's
for
a bad precedent.
yeah.
You deleted Indoraptor. You can delete P-Star.
I think that was me that deleted Indoraptor by everyone peer.
KaijuX, go back in charge for a second and delete P-Star.
I'll get right to that, Captain. But yeah, no. Trying to think. Yeah, no. I think I'm caught up with the comments for the most part, and yeah, no. I think that's roughly it. Probably. No, Commander Phoenix. No, we're not bringing back Indoraptor and Starfish Hitler. Those two are a mistake. Oh lord.
You already have the Starfish Hitler. You have P-Star.
Yeah, we don't want to hide it in our attics again.
Anyway, yeah, no, I felt like I said my piece and read all the comments corresponding to this match thus far. So great shot. What'd you think of 355?
So yeah, like as I hinted earlier, I thought this match was stellar. I thought that GDR did an amazing job with this one. It is
And Bacon.
Yeah,
well,
well-
we're in bacon.
Oh well, I got this from. So let me explain. I did a match with GVR a little while back, and primarily I think of him because he's the one that sent it to me because he was like, "Can you take a look at this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll give it a read." And I read it on. I think it was a flight. I think I downloaded it for a flight, and I got about halfway into my read. I read about half the match. It was right. I think it was a little bit past where Godzilla shows up, or Zilla, but it was like right then and there. And yeah, everything you guys are saying is absolutely true. This match is phenomenal. Red King's breakdown of his behavior starting up on the island before he makes landfall on Omega, it sets everything up so well. He's built up as a force of nature, and the Godzilla the series characters, while they do get some great representation in regards to characters that you don't normally see, like Giant Bat, the Turtle, Skeetra, all of them eventually get torn apart. Minus Skeetra, who decides, like, I'm gonna GTFO. It's they are all done extremely well in their representation, and I was thoroughly happy with how things played out by the end. Godzilla isn't the Goku of this match, which I also kind of appreciated. I mean, he does some serious damage, but like he's still like thrashed, and it's only with a story boost, power up / motivation from dear old Cyber Dad, Mom, yes, that the win is finally able to be contained. And when it finally does happen, it is absolutely brutal. You kind of feel bad for Red King, and then you're just like, no. Scratch that. Just get that idea right out of here. We're not having any of it.
Red King is intended to be like sympathetic in a way, like you feel bad for him being the way he is, but like you're not supposed to be like, oh, I hope he wins or something like that.
Right.
Oh yeah, God no.
Also, real quick, Toku Society says hello. So hello.
Oh, he's freaking out again.
Goodbye.
Really? Do you not know who this man is?
Yeah, he's freaking out right now.
Yeah, but I thoroughly enjoyed this match. The one criticism I have is, and I think this is more so on GDR than it is Bacon. Though I guess it does apply. I guess it does apply to Bacon, but he just doesn't write longer matches. Is that while the one benefit the previous match has is you had the different perspectives to go back from, right?
And this, I think, up until Godzilla's arrival, the pacing is fantastic. But I had to stop because when I was on my plate, I'm like, okay, I need to take a break on this. It got to the point where I was like, all right, I need to take a break. I need to look at something else because I can't go through or else I'm going to have a negative opinion of this match. And that's not me saying, like, the match is bad. It's not. It's just in regards to how much I could consume in one time. This match doesn't offer the multiple perspectives, so it's a little bit,
It's fighting too much. Yeah, no, I get.
Yeah, there's a lot of combat, and and the combat's great. Like, Red King gets some amazing finishers and moves. It's just too much, and there's no like flipping of the perspectives, or like switch that kind of eases it a bit. So that is my one criticism, and that's more of like a pet peeve. Like, oh my gosh, I have to read this in I have to read this long match in 2 chunks instead of 1. Golly gee. The criticism aside, the ending with Red King, like his momentary, like, oh, am I the bad guy? And then dies. Great. The monsters like finally paying respect to Godzilla, or Zilla in this case. Great. Like, there are a lot of little moments. Red King being probably the star of this, that I thoroughly enjoyed. So this is easily my favorite match of the month, and it's probably my second favorite of the year. In retrospect, I'm trying to think of anything that can really beat it, and it's kind of a hard thing to top.
Aside from 339, but
330. Wait, which one?
Godzilla versus Ultraman.
Oh yeah, that's my first. Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's the hard. It's a hard thing to top. That one's a longer match, but it
Switches around enough.
yeah, it gives you the different perspectives, and me rambling aside, this is my second favorite, and the banner is probably my first. I don't know, it's hard to say. The idea of like Red King's Fire Fist going against the green aura of Godzilla's atomic ray is just fantastic. The monsters, they all blended together so well. Like, EJ Su does a fantastic job, and I'm so happy we were getting this here. This is easily my favorite commission work of the year, and I'm excited to see future stuff we have from him. I mean, he just had the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Godzilla crossover comic book cover that just came out, so it's kind of funny that we had this come out and then that.
Yeah, for
Not that
sure.
we're, like, tied to that or anything. It's just,
Funny coincidence. So
yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, those are my general thoughts. Well done, GBR. Well done, Bacon.
all right. I guess I assume we're gonna skip GVR, go to Nagoda, and then we'll just circle back around to GVR/Bacon with whatever he wrote.
Yeah.
Okay, Nagoda, what'd you think of it?
Okay, so this was a really fun match. I like how Red King is finally being the brutal monster that he is in a match for once. Just taking out monsters one by one, over and over again. I like how this takes place in the GTA, the animated series Monster Island, the Site Omega, and how they basically just rebuilt Godzilla to make sure everyone stays in control. Just make sure no more monster wars, no more battle royals on the island. Everyone has to stay in their area, sort of deal. Plus, it is really satisfying just seeing Red King going around beating everyone down. Plus, it has a good story for Red King too. It isn't just him being angry for no reason, just him being cruel for no reason. It's just because he grew up in the lawless monster zone, where everyone is just killing each other all the time. And as for this banner, it is amazing. Like everyone else said, Red King punching Godzilla in the face is good. It's it's nice to see Cyber Godzilla and see what's not being those deformed figures. Kaiju looks amazing. King Cobra looks amazing. It's just really good overall. Also, I like how the giant turtle guy just got his head torn right off and apparently went and used his body to smash Baragon apart.
I'm glad someone finally talked about that part. Like everyone going like, yeah, the giant turtle scene was awesome, but no one mentions the part where apparently Red King just murdered Baragon with it.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty dope.
If you can't tell, I wanted to
more
emphasize
matches.
that Red King is murderous.
Yeah.
More matches should include Baragon murder.
Oh,
fair.
another thing. I also like the lead up to him
Yes.
getting the fire fist, where it's like tar on his hand burning, and he realizes this doesn't hurt. Why does this not hurt? And then later it just leads to him being so angry that it just ignites his fist.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I think this is also the first match that uses the new ability we implemented for him, the fire explosive rock bullet. So,
Yes. Which I pushed for because,
hell
because
yeah.
of the fact that we've had Gomer's tail like leap around
Hmm.
after being cut off.
Right, which was like Red King spitting rocks was from the same series as Gamora's moving tail, right?
Yeah. Like
I believe
Gomer's
so.
tail moves a bit when it gets cut off, like in the original series, but it doesn't like purposely leap at
Yeah.
opponents like it has a mind of its own.
Right. Like that element is more pronounced in a future series as opposed to the original, where it does more leapy. Like it does move around in the original, it's just not able to attack. Really, it just
Yeah.
sort of squiggles around and dies.
Yeah, meanwhile, like in Ultraman Max, they have Gomer's tail get cut off and then purposely leap at Max to hit him,
Yeah.
which we've had in matches before, like Gomer versus Destroyer.
Yes, I was about to point that one out. Yeah.
So I went, hey, if we have this power for Gomer from Max, we can give Red King this.
Right. It's same, like an ability from that same series, which makes perfect sense given the correlation. So.
Which
I mean, it makes more sense
it
for a.
isn't
Oh, go ahead.
much of a difference though, like just adding that thing in because, I mean, not in a bad way, but in a good way because a moving tail is, I guess that could be explained reasonably if you go by all the lizards losing their tails and the tail still moves around. Red King's explosive bullet is just literally him eating rocks and spitting them up.
Yeah.
There's not really
Yeah.
anything specific about it other than the rocks are explosive rocks.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to add that in rather than something crazy like, say, Red King evolving into EX Red King out of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, and the funny thing is the fact that, like, giving Red King the Fire Fist is more ridiculous than the Rock Bullet.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Because the only Red King in the franchise that has used the Fire Fist is the one from Ultra Galaxy that's being controlled by a Rayonic.
Right. Which is basically sort of like a whole separate rabbit hole. It's like teaching a Pokemon a TM as opposed to learning it naturally. It's like you're not going to get it naturally. It was taught. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which is why in this match I have it be like this, like, thing, just sort of explain away, like, how he can do it.
Yeah. So, good stuff. Also, forgive me if you hear a dog barking outside. It's just that time of the night. Alex, or Nakoda, did you have anything else to elaborate on, or?
Nothing really. This is just a really fun match.
Okay. Alex, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, I agree with everyone. I thought this was a very fun match. I thought Red King as a kaiju serial killer was awesome. Shame he didn't kill more of the GTS characters. I wanted more carnage.
Well, maybe if we, Alex, maybe if we added more GTS monsters, we would get more carnage.
Nah, I don't think that would help. I think I was just referring to, like, the non-combatants and
Oh, fair enough.
combatants.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, I think they all should have died.
Oh, yeah, agreed. That would have been awesome.
It's inferred.
The next time I read a GTS match, I'll be sure sure to just have like every single mutant that isn't in the KWC get killed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was a lot of fun. More or less a personal grievance for me, but I didn't really care for the GTS characters. I thought the parts with them were kind of, ugh. But then again, that's everyone who tries to write with them. I feel like they always do. Like, it just comes off as unnatural, unorganic. Like
Oh, it's
Randy's.
a subtweet gray shot, huh?
Well, it's like Randy's quips. They're so annoying. It's like he's.
Yeah.
It's like he's a tryhard. And everyone else is just kind of boring and generic. But other than that, I thought this was great. Not my favorite of the month. That belongs to the finale. But yeah, I'd say this is a good second.
The fact that I got you to say good things about a GTS focused match is enough for me.
Yeah.
Well, this is mainly towards Red King.
I know. Still.
Anyway. Yeah, I guess, Alex, if that was your piece, if you had anything else to elaborate on, please say. Yeah. Okay, you're good?
Yep.
Okay, GVR, please, feelings on the match process creations, and Bacon's thoughts, as I'm sure he has a message for that.
Yes, we'll read Bacon's thoughts first. He says, "What a blast it was to write. It was really fun working on this one, and I think my favorite part GVR wrote was the scene in the swamp with Pigmon. Straight up fucked up imagery that made Red King even more of a threat than he already was. Glad I got to work with him on this. Oh, and the banner's just gorgeous. It feels weird to have someone that worked with the franchise make artwork for something I helped write."
And remember, there was a co-writer to this. This wasn't all GVR.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was about to say.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you very much, Bacon, for helping me out with this. He was a valuable part of this, and I greatly valued both his insight when writing this and his actual contribution.
Hell yeah. Bacon the boy, the MVP.
Yeah.
The MVP.
Yes, for some background on this match. Originally, when we were going to retire C-Rex, before that got reversed, this was to be his retirement match. Which is why, in the original plans for this match, C-Rex was to die while sacrificing himself to save Zilla, Godzilla, however you want to say it, in getting the power boost.
I'm actually glad we didn't retire C-Rex because he's the only aquatic enemy monster from that series. that we
Agreed.
have.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yes, and yeah, in those original plans, Sego was the third survivor. However, when C-Rex got announced that he was not being retired, I ended up deciding to spare C-Rex in this match. Bacon then pretty much went, well, we should still give Red King 2 kills, and Sego was right there.
You've lost your purpose. That was a sick freaking kill, though, so I'm glad that kind of worked out the way it did.
Yes, Bacon wrote that part.
Yes, it is
And I will
great.
say- and since he said his favorite thing that I wrote, I'll say that was my favorite thing that he wrote.
Yeah. That was such a sick kill. Yes!
But yeah. So, pretty much, yeah. That's the whole thing with C-Rex and that. Another goal for this match was to make Red King more along the lines of power and menace that he's given in, like, later Ultra shows.
Mhm.
Because anyone who has watched the original episodes of Red King will know that Red King in that first episode gets killed by being thrown into a rock.
That's right.
Like, Ultraman just kicks his ass for a minute straight and then throws him at a rock hard enough to snap his neck.
Yeah, that's right.
But later Ultra shows have made Red Kings that are much more threatening and powerful, able to like actually fight Ultras on even playing field and like ripping apart much stronger monsters. So I wrote this match with more so that Red King in mind.
Yeah.
The character of Oniyama in this match, just because like I wanted to think of someone who like would rebuild Cyber Godzilla, and end up going with him. His name is a reference to the villain of the manga that has King Godzilla in it.
Ah, okay, the Sea Baragon guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's sort of meant to just be like a good version of that guy.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, the original plans was for him to like not show up and just be name dropped, but I ended up writing the scene of him there, and I'm very happy with what I did with him.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. He would be crazy enough to reanimate Cyber Godzilla, so yeah.
I always struggle to like come up with like whenever you ask me like, so GBR, like why'd you write this match backstory for it? I'm like, I thought it'd be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm very happy with what I wrote for this. I'm super happy with Bacon's parts. Thought he did an excellent job. Thought I did a fine job here. I don't have plans for a sequel for this. I know it might seem that way with like the way it ends, but I just sort of wrote that to like fill in because the match because it felt kind of empty, which is like, okay, Red King's dead, bye.
Yeah.
But I mean, if anyone wants to write a sequel to this match, I'm not gonna tell them no.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm sure someone. Oh right, so someone could do something like some kind of weird follow up to this.
As my policy with pretty much any of my matches, if you want to write a sequel to it, you have my blessing.
Yeah.
That goes for everyone.
Including you, microscopic germ, you can write.
Yes, you, Plankton. You can write Plankton.
I hope we get a COVID-inspired sequel, where all the monsters have to deal with COVID and how it ruins their daily lives.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, it'll be Zilla, Searex, and King Cobra versus Hedorah.
Oh my goodness. Commander Phoenix says Godzilla and his buddies fight a serial killer, which just about sums it up.
Oh hey, Bacon, Grayshaw forgot about you.
I have returned.
Hello, Bacon.
Are you guys still going?
Yeah, we're still going.
No.
Where are you at?
We're at 3:55, so GVR literally just finished.
We're at Red King punching C-Rex in the face. That's Zilla in the face.
Who's next?
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, like I said, Bacon,
Yes,
Grayshaw forgot about
leave.
you.
I leave, and then I break into your window, and I demand your goddamn attention.
Oh my
And then he
goodness.
disappears.
What a dick.
Yeah, Gray Shot's taking a phone call right now, so.
Okay.
Bad. So, as I was trying to say, this match was a blast to, help write, and, very glad I got to be a part of it. Had a lot of fun. Writing Red King as a seductive asshole was really cool. I'm trying to think. My favorite scene GBR wrote was probably that scene in the swamp with, Pigmon.
Oh yeah.
Smashes him, and it's just so unsettling and so unnecessary, but it just really, really works.
Mm-hmm.
And, I remember going into this, and we were just like, alright, so we have to watch the episodes with these monsters so then we can do them properly. And I remember specifically when we were writing it, C-Rex was going to get retired, and we thought about, like, killing him off. Then he got unretired before being retired, so we murdered the Tesego, and it felt, I'm going to be real, it felt nice murdering him because his episode's boring as shit.
It's not a highlight of the show.
It's alright, but it's not like too crazy.
Yeah, compared to T-Rex and King Cobra,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Godzilla himself and Cyber Godzilla, Hasego is just kind of like, okay, sure, I guess.
Hi.
Yeah, hi, I am Scorpion. I had a fun time writing the fight, the initial story that GVR put together was really nice. I think my favorite part that I wrote was either Tesego's death or him about to kill T-Rex and then Godzilla becomes super.
Oh yeah.
Also, I want to say, it feels really weird that someone that has a big connection to the franchise, the Godzilla, did artwork for something I helped create, and that is both a really weird feeling and a really cool feeling, and I don't know how to describe it.
Aww.
Bask in glory.
Yes, bask in the glory that was collabing with GVR. Every fucking time we make a banger.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you two are great. You two are great. Hell yeah.
Yeah, couldn't have done it without you, Bacon. I was saying earlier that, like, I was very happy with your contributions to this. I said that the favorite part that you wrote was probably Tesego's death.
Let's go. We both love Scorpion dying.
Mortal Kombat fans be like.
Mortal Kombat fans when Scorpion is in literally fucking everything.
Except for the original Mortal Kombat 3.
Yeah, kind of weird. Wait, we're gonna fight that ADHD. I guess that's really all I have to say, besides from the banner being goddamn gorgeous and it's now my computer background.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
That is epic.
So, whoever wants to speak next should go.
Literally, you're the last one. Everyone else already went. Yeah, I'm gonna read it.
I got home just at the nick of time. I even had time to stop by for a burger and milkshake, and I got here in time.
Nice.
Now, Bacon, give your thoughts on the other matches that you just did.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Very good.
353 and 354. Your thoughts on them? Go.
GVR already expressed my opinion on Mechagodzilla. That match is bussin'. You're fucking wrong, Andrew. How dare you attack my homie? I am sending you to the gulag for your shit opinion. Nah, in all seriousness, I had a really fun time with it, and it was one of those matches where, like, it was really long, so I had to, like, on my way to work, I would sit down and read it, and on my way home from work, I would read it, and I had a pretty good time. I found myself being frustrated whenever I would have to go into work, or when I get home, because I would just be like, I got to a really good part, but I have to stop reading.
Rip.
But, Joe and Matthew did some really good shit. I really liked the banner. I was fully expecting Kiryu to be the winner, and I'm glad I was surprised and that Kiryu, as much as I wanted him to win, his ending was good. So was Showa Mechagodzilla's. Everyone got the right amount of attention. I loved the original character for the Black Hole Aliens. Everything was really good. Really solid work, you guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Hey.
And as for Shin Godzilla vs. WR, not bussin' at all. That was a slog to read through.
Yeah.
That I think I would actually I can't come up with a funny I would rather do this. That match isn't an older one. Was that an older submission?
Yeah, that was
Curiosity?
an older submission that Birdman had touched up. So.
Okay. And again, when we review matches, not a personal attack to the writer or anything, but it didn't feel up to our current standards. And reading it felt like a chore to me when I sat down and read it. So, not bussin', -0 out of 10.
Alright. Yeah, no, that's probably fair. You'll probably have very similar thoughts to the next KDBC match, and as of now, our most current KDBC match as of this live stream. Let me change it around. There we go. Zone Fighter match 356. Zone Fighter versus Gamora. Written by Keshawn Johnson and banner by Dao Zhang Moi. So, but with that said, we will. Well, now that we're here, and Gray Shot, I assume, is still out because of phone call, which he just DM'd me about that, so he may not be back for a little bit. Bacon.
He left because he hates us.
Bacon. Yeah, we're starting from the top and going down. So what'd you think of it?
Okay, hold up.
I mean, it did just come out like yesterday, so I'm not gonna fault anyone if they didn't read it. Heck.
Okay. I switched to my computer because my computer finally loaded.
Okay.
So, to express my feelings on Zone Fighter versus Gamora, this is a bruh moment. Major bruh, I must say. I haven't seen this levels of bruh since Shin Godzilla anymore. It's cool to see Zone Fighter, Gamora. That's really it. It's harmless. I give it 20 pennies out of 7 marijuanas. It was a bra. I don't really know what else to say, because I also felt that didn't really reach our current standard.
Yeah, even though it itself was highly edited, but yeah.
Yeah, but Gray Shot also edited that it seemed like it was Ultraman and not Zone Fighter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh gosh, why? Zone Gray.
That's what happens when you don't have a person who hasn't watched neither, and assumes both are the same.
Right, which is no.
Gray Shot is Tokusatsuist.
I'm jumping in real quick just so I can say this. Yeah, jumping in real quick just to say this. I am listening, and two, I actually left that first line unaltered, so that was not me. And secondly, the silver heels notion was, I just was going off memory. He's the top of Zone Fighter. Like, lately forgot his multicolored heels, which I have corrected.
Okay. So, while it is corrected, you still sinned. What I read was sin, so therefore I cannot change my review.
Yeah, also, where did the Ultraman transformation come from for Zone Fighter?
Oh yeah, because he has like a whole different pattern. He's like Zone Double Fight, and for you transform.
His hand is under his face to transform.
Yeah, sticks his hand. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't lift an object. He puts his hands in like front of his face.
Like a dancer.
Though I think there are like some like there is some like whatchamacallit, some like stills where he has his arm up in the sky, but not. I don't think that's ever used to initiate a transformation. I'm pretty confident it was always the Zone Double Fight. So,
Wow, not even the writers getting clowned this much.
right.
So, who's going next?
Right. Joe, since he's next in line.
The banner's cool.
Oh, yeah.
It, kind of like looking at the banner again. It looks like it looks like it could be a frame from an episode of either Zone Fighter or Ultraman. I think it looks really cool.
I can
But,
kind of see
I
where
haven't
you're
read
coming
the match,
from.
but it sounds stinky.
Oh, stinky.
Oh, stinky poo.
You just summed up the entirety of Zone Fighter series.
So I guess that's gonna go on to me, which, like if I did get this match, it's been too long, way too long. On the other one, I'm glad most of the corrections were made, though I see the lifted an object, so it's like wrong character. But that aside, I even just skimmed this real quick. And it's just like, it's there, it exists. It's harmless. Like it's fine, but like 354, it just kind of. I don't know. I even say because at least I enjoyed the ending snippet of 354, even if like realistically that emotional gut punch is a little out of nowhere. It's still something that clicks with me. Whereas this is just kind of, oh, but sometimes you need a calm before the storm. So, in a way, so yeah, no, I think.
Calm before the storm.
the actual just sigh from Andrew Gunn.
But yeah, friggin' yeah, no, 356 just kind of exists. I actually kind of like. Greyshot has problems with the banner for being too plain. I personally kind of like it. Like, I think it has. It's not like crazy in movement action, but I like Zone Fighter's pose. That's definitely a very different pose compared to like everything else we have. And I could see where Joe's coming from, where it's like it could have been. I think with the right filtering, it could have looked like something lifted out of either like a tokusatsu show from that time period. So it's like I could totally see where Joe was coming from on that. So I think it's just very plain, but it looks nice. So I don't have like too many complaints for this one. Just the actual match itself is a little on the weaker side of the spectrum, and even Keyshawn Johnson sort of admits that it's like, oh yeah, no, not great. He made this during the Yale trying to take down Gamora's weak streak, which has already happened by this point. So it's like, oh, it's lost its function.
Rest in peace.
So, and it's like, yeah, no, that, yeah, no, the impact just makes it kind of a meh, bruh moment sort of match. It's just there. It just happens, but, and yeah, just let me read a couple of comments real quick concerning the match.
You're gonna laugh then.
And now we reach this, and it exists, says Meguma. Commander Phoenix says, Zone Fighter vs. Gamora is a match that happened. Honestly, a bit surprised that the half of the matches are met at the best for this theme month. At least it's not the Kong month. Bully Zone Fighter? Zone Fighter? More like Stinky. I'm glad.
Probably is stinky right now.
But rest assured, I think you guys will enjoy the last one.
Yeah, the finale is my personal favorite of the month.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, because it does everything for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I love it that much.
Right. So
And
yeah.
I think someone's gonna be very happy with it.
Oh yeah.
It's posted.
Oh yeah.
Certain date.
Oh yeah. So
Who knows? Could be watching.
could be.
Could even be you.
Yeah, it could be one of us. It could be, or it could be someone in the chat. Who knows? Or it could be someone not bothering with this. One of those three things.
Alex, do you have any idea how much that narrows that down?
Alex, you literally just said
It
like
could be either one of us or someone in the chat.
Or someone unrelated to this whole conversation.
Alex, you literally went. It could be one of us. It could be someone in the chat. It could be someone not in the chat. That would literally cover the entirety of humanity.
Say,
Holy shit! Obama wrote the finale.
He becomes Ultraman.
that would
Oh,
be
there's-
cool.
I vote to stop Gamora
That would be
from,
really cool.
taking her civil borders.
Obama Ultraman.
So yeah, no, look forward to that when it comes. But yeah, friggin' Strip Matter says plot twist. It's my mom. I'm so glad he has that sensibility. Oh my gosh.
Good job, Mrs. Strip Matter.
The match is pure fire. As someone who hasn't read it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Bacon's really just going, yeah, the match is great. I haven't read it, but it's great. What are you, an
Yeah,
FCU fan? Yeah, the
person
movie's
who-
awesome. I haven't seen it yet, but it's awesome.
Yo, that new Spider-Man was busted. I haven't seen it though.
I only heard about it. I think it's awesome. But yeah, no. Look forward to that. I think that one's dropping what, Christmas Eve? So the 24th?
Yeah, 25th.
Okay, 25th. Okay.
And I'm back for good.
Okay, you better be. You better be, because now it's your turn to give your thoughts. I already gave mine. So
Oh,
Ultraman's
I-
gonna shoot Santa out of the sky.
Okay, so a little background to this. This was Zone Fighter vs. Gamora. This was written apparently in 2015 by Hyper Zenon on the forums or Kashawn Johnson. I think Kashawn Johnson. I think Hyper, when he puts some focus in, can make some amazing matches. Monster X vs. Iris is one of my favorites, and usually he's a solid writer. Though he did apparently he wrote a whole bunch and they were not up to high quality. And if back in 2015, we probably would have rejected them if we had our modern standards, but we didn't. So it got to the exception. I did a quick read. I usually do a read beforehand on this. And yesterday, speaking of Spider-Man, I actually saw that movie. And I went Christmas shopping. So I got back around 9 p.m. I got this, and I'm like, oh no. And it was not up to our quality standards. So I did a lot of tweaking, fine-tuning, and heavy editing. In perspective, if you are curious to what the original was like, for at least for staff members, I'm not going to post this for everyone to read, but for a comparison's sake, you can check this out. Oh shit, I posted the wrong one.
I mean, not people in the live stream can't get it anyway, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, it's in the Discord. Haha.
Now they all know.
Yeah. Well, whoops. You guys can check that out. But basically, this was the original version. You can tell there's not a lot there. It's very bad, and that's being considerate. The action was quite quick. There was no detail to it. Gamora just does things, and the ending is very much like a repeat of Bemular versus Godzilla, or vice versa, where something just happens at the end, and there's supposed to be great significance from it, but there's no build-up. I tried to do that. I tried to build that up, but that turned out to be not I tried to punch it up a bit with the limited time I had.
Yeah.
And it got, I got to a meh. I consider that a win. You know?
Yeah.
Most people are happy if, good. But most people consider that a bad thing. I consider it a win compared to where it was originally.
I could see that, yeah.
So I did do some heavy editing. I did cut down a lot of action. And I mainly did to get just to the meat of the battle, because there were some good moments, specifically Nagota's banner. That movement actually does occur in the match, and I did try to enter some quick moments. For instance, the brief line of desolation or isolation, I kind of enhanced that to be like a main story plot, the meteor jet, which isn't really said, but it occurs in the match. That whole sequence of events up to Gamora catching the fist was all me. There were a lot of parts I tried to add in. The Meteor Proton ending was it, but the original ending, Gamora just dies and Zone Fighter gets great significance from it, and I'm like, why? There's nothing that works. There's no like significant change. At least I brought the note here of the proton beam doesn't kill him. Gamora just trudges away, and he takes that as a victory, and like maybe this is different. Maybe there's a reason. It's very weak, but it's something.
Yeah.
And at least for Gamora, it plays on to his core themes of desolation or isolation, and again, the one thing I got from Kishan, it was like, okay, I'll focus in on that. And he's like, maybe there's something, maybe there's another way. So this is not a good match. Let me be quite clear. I'll be honest. I'll say the same thing for the banner. I think the banner is the best thing, but even then, it's like a 5 at best. It's got the blurry Ultraman is okay, and
Zone Fighter,
right? I'm losing my mind. The blurry Zone Fighter's okay, and Gamora looks just kind of wrong, but the background's nice. I do like that. So overall, this is a match I don't think anyone's going to remember, and yeah, it's probably the weakest of the bunch, and maybe that's what's clouding me when I look back at Godzilla Rainbow versus Benular, is because this was such a shock. This was such a shock because usually Kashan is such a good heavy hitter, and if I get a match like this again, I'm just gonna throw it out the KWC. I'll be quite frank.
Oh yeah.
Because we're not in a position where we're begging for matches. So I next time someone because I presented on made note oh yeah, this is one of my old poorly written matches. I wonder why it was heavily edited, and I'm like, I think you just answered your own question there, buddy.
Yeah.
Damn.
L. Massive L.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't mean to be throwing on the guy. Again, I think he can write extremely well. Monster X vs. Iris, one of the best matches I've ever read. But this was a far cry from that.
Yeah.
A pretty sad turn of events. And I understand it's 6 years old. I get that. People improve in writing, and I'm pretty sure Monster X vs. Iris was way newer.
Yeah.
But this was just this was it. This was bad. And if it wasn't due to the time constraints and me punching it up, I would have rejected it on the spot.
Yeah.
I know it was probably from a time constraint, but I'm surprised we didn't switch this one out for the other Gomora match we could have used.
I know we have another we do have another Gamora match, but for me, I was just like I didn't want to go and switch it without. I didn't want to switch it to the next match, of course, because I want that to be the finale. But I also didn't want to switch it for something else because I was like, I don't have.
Yeah, no, I get a time constraint.
Yeah, I was like, I will punch this up and leave the other Gamora match to do its thing. Because yeah, I do have another Gamora match from. Oh god, that looked good. Yeah, I do have another Gamora match. Different, but yeah, I was more hesitant on that front.
Grayshot sounded like a Star Wars YouTuber that didn't like the sequel trilogy for a moment, and he was giving his hard review of how Disney ruined the franchise.
What?
He didn't even hear me. I said that when you were reviewing the match, you sounded like you were a Star Wars YouTuber that was saying this is a far cry from the original trilogy. Oh god damn it, Jimmy Hart! Also, he muted himself because he's eating McDonald's.
Alright.
Man, eat some good fast food, not McDonald's.
Well, let the man eat.
Regardless,
Probably the cheapest thing he found.
yeah. Regardless, for that's like it's kind of a sad state for this match, but it's all I can say is I expected better, and that's not what we got. And yeah, the heels thing is all me. That was me just like going off Zone Fighter and writing it till 10 a.m. and just trying to picture what he looked like, and like, oh yeah, silver heels, just to add detail, because it was no detail to this match. This was all bones.
Yeah.
And they were
Funny
very
thing
brittle
is,
bones.
Grayshot also asked me if this was the right banner, and he probably could have just looked at the banner.
Oh, I looked at the banner, and I that's why I asked you again. I'm like, is there an updated version? This can't be the only one.
Yeah, this banner was made like a year ago, so.
Yeah, it was March 2020. I went in the KWC staff and typed Zone Fighter versus Gamora and found it.
Yeah, I probably could have put a lot more banners to get more TV looking. That was a year ago.
Yeah, no, and it's hard to find. I understand the constraints because I don't blame you for the banner. Nonetheless, you're also put under the constraints of using Zone Fighter, like from the show, and it's like so hard. So for the action shot that you had, it does work with the match, and that's why I say it's the best thing of the match because it's but yeah.
This was an accidental work with the match thing, because I didn't even think he was gonna be kicking Gomer at all like this. Also, I apologize for any voices in the background. My little brother's playing Valorant.
Alright, gotcha, man. Gotcha.
Oh, good. Completely understandable. But yeah, that's my overall thoughts for this. Yeah, I Nagoda, I'm not taking it, Nagoda, it's understandable, but yeah, with the other one, yeah, and I need to do my just because of the holiday and changing jobs, I usually check matches well in advance, but this month that's not the case. So yeah.
You better have that prep for the next match and the January matches, gosh darn it.
Oh yeah, I mean January matches are looking fire.
Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah. Fuck you, it's January, but good.
Well, does anyone have any final comments for this match? Because I don't think there's anything more that needs to be said.
Gray shot. GVR, Nagoda, and Alex still need to overview it.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well,
let's see. I think GVR's
Alzheimer's because he forgets people.
We're gonna, GVR I think is eating, so Nagoda, go for it.
I was distracted, mind you.
GVR has thoughts. That
Okay.
I could read.
Okay.
Tag you because no one heard.
Okay, hang on.
The banner looks rough because Zone Fighter looks blurry and the match is too quick for me to care. That was his only thought.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Thank you for reading on his behalf, Bacon.
Yes, he did the same for me. It is only professional courtesy.
Yes, absolutely. My apologies for not being professional. Nagoda, what'd you think of it?
Well, I pointed out a lot of things in this match that feels like it should have been, that it was written with Ultraman in mind or some of it. So, otherwise it's pretty basic match, short, not really that interesting, but I understand the whole, when you write something when you're younger, it's really bad and you get better over time, so that's understandable. As for the banner itself, I don't remember much about this banner. I actually forgot I made this banner. I think I took that image of Zone Fighter from the show, and I think I tried my best to fix him up so he looked less old TV show-ish, but it kind of looks off with how crisp and clear everything else in the banner is, so probably should have done more on that.
You should have made everything else look blurry.
Yeah, I should have just blurred everything else. It would have fit perfectly then.
Yay.
Should have put it on old TV.
Also, I think the reason I went through the show to find an image of Zone Fighter kicking is because I didn't just want to just have him standing there as a figure. I just wanted something more action-like. So
Yeah, which is always good. That's always good.
some episode and just snapshot, cut him out, throw him in. There we go. Perfect. And I think that's all I have to say for this one. So.
All right. And Alex, I'd imagine you're probably not gonna have much to say, but you know.
Yeah, I'm basically like 354. I read this like 30 minutes ago and I don't remember anything. Aside from it being Ultraman.
Ultra Zone Fight, Ultra Fighter. There we go.
And I think we should punish Greyshot by making him watch all of Ultraman and Zone Fighter for his
Someone
mistake.
Yes.
No, wait, no, a bridge Ultraman, but make him watch through all of Zone Fighter.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think making him watch all of Ultraman is good as well.
Yeah,
I-
the entire franchise, not just the first season that we're including in the KWC. No, we mean the entire franchise.
Strap him down, boys. Anyway.
Rose
Clockwork
Ultra
Orange him.
Galaxy Blu-ray.
Commander Phoenix says, "Ah, yes, Gamora versus that one Tokusatsu hero, Godman." That's a Crayshot would say that.
Really big man?
Yes.
We have really big man.
Yes. Finally.
Strip Matter went to dinner. Yeah, no. See you later. If you're reading this in post, see you later. Glad you were able to join, man. And Maguma says, I've also noticed that whenever Zone Fighter is on a banner, he's usually super blurred. It gets us a side effect of being a character's episodes aren't in the highest quality, which is an unfortunate side effect of the character, sadly. So that is like very few crisp photos exist of the man. Though I mean, there have been more, but yeah, no,
Even
it's
Toho said, "Let's forget about this little shit."
despite the fact that they've like released more recent stuff. So it's like,
Well, yeah, and the Easter egg and Singular Point.
yeah. So it's like it's a little weird.
This couldn't have been Godman. This fight didn't last 10 hours.
This could have been a Red Man, and it lasted 3 seconds.
This could have been
Could've been
really
Green
big
Man,
man
he
and it
didn't fall
lasted
apart.
1 second.
Holy shit! Really big man is powerful.
A really big man's a fucking Chad. Y'all just sleep on him.
Kaiju is just afraid to lose raw sexual energy.
Dig blast it.
KaijuX hates really big man because he's afraid of him. He fears what he doesn't understand.
Indeed.
Oh, no.
Anyway, but yeah, no, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think that since everyone's probably said their piece, we have one more match to overview, and it's not of the KWC variety. This is the last.
Yes, it's my turn to jump in.
Yeah, yes, GVR will take over in just a minute. I just want to say that, like, there's one more match for the year coming up on Christmas Day, so y'all better look out for that. And hope you guys really enjoy, like, that match when it comes out. It is Ultraman themed, as that could pretty much be confirmed given the pattern, but who he's fighting, you'll have to see. So, but yeah.
He's fighting Maguma.
Joe, no! But,
It's like Pikachu.
yeah, we upskilled Pikachu from Detective Pikachu. That's what we did. Yeah, that's what we
Oh,
totally...
but Torterra isn't allowed.
No, he's not. He's not iconic.
Well, because nobody wants to see Torterra want to get brutalized, but everyone wants to see Pikachu get brutalized.
You have a point. I'm killing him in my series.
But yeah, no. And yeah, no. Look forward to that. In the meantime, this is the most recent KWC as of this discussion. So, I'll pass hands to GVR, who will temporarily take over for this month's KWCE, which I think is just one, right?
Yes.
Like, I think we talked about the others last month, I do believe.
Yes.
Okay. So with that said, we shall go over to KWCE for the one match we have of it, and that is match 78, Ultraman Boy versus Godzilla 2001. Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna ask you to read off any comments in the YouTube chat.
All right, understood. I mean, I will as they come along. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, GVR by all means. Oh yes, and this I want to say real quick, wonderful banner by Godzilla fan 8,889.
Why are you having a hard time reading that? That
Did
is
you just
your
say?
number.
Just say Godzilla too many numbers.
Yeah, my brain.
I think he just had a stroke.
Just say GMK Godzilla.
Oh lordy. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah, GVR. By all means, take over.
Yes. Yeah. So the last KWCE of 2021, the first year of the new reign of Harley, myself, and Bacon, is Ultraman Boy versus GMK Godzilla. Written by Ultimate Ditto. I will read off his thoughts real quick before I go to everyone else to talk. The Ditto says, fun facts about Ultraman Boy versus GMK. The match was one of the first randomizer match requested by Titano Goji. Nagila as a reference to GMK Baragon, and Nagoda helped him to pick an Ultra to appear at the end, so they picked Taro.
Oh.
And Ditto says it's a week ending to KWCE 2021. Am I right, fella? Yeah, I remember when this got posted, Ditto just suffering.
Oh, how he hates the Japanese.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh.
This is probably why you picked it, just to pick on poor Ditto.
No, we picked it because it was like the best one for an Ultra match.
Yeah, it was an Ultraman because Harley, to my understanding, likes to have at least one match that corresponds to a monster month we're having.
Yeah.
No, I get that, but it's like you guys didn't have anything else.
The only other Ultraman matches we had were written by me.
And he already had matches this year.
I had 2 matches in a row.
Right. So that was understandable.
So,
Sounds like a you puff.
Ditto.
oh,
That would've been-
Joints, he can hear my
that would
insult.
have been so much better than my match. I would have taken the 10th GBR match.
Hey, Ditto, I have a question.
Go, ask.
So, do you hate Ultraman Boy because he's a big midget and you're a midget? Is that why you
No.
murdered him?
No, that was just because it sounded funny. Quest. I'm looking at the document right now. You lie. There's a King Ghidorah show versus Ultraman match that isn't written by you or Ditto.
I don't know if we
Could've
had
used
that one yet. Oh no, we picked this one because it's also like in celebration of GMK, like 20th anniversary.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I forgot about that. We completely forgot about saying that, but yeah, no, it's supposed to be
Ditto's
like,
like, oh man, this was on GMK's birthday. I'm gonna go commit suicide now. The movie.
You know, you saying like I've taken the 10th GVR match. I would like to announce that the KWCE is now the KWC GVR.
What about Bacon's Ultraman Blyle versus Uzaru? Whatever the fuck that.
We don't like Bacon. He has too many matches.
Hey, that is true. I do have a lot of matches. And second, fuck you. And third, I think it's funny that we picked this one because it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
DMK Godzilla going, oh, that's a small child. Better murder it.
Yeah.
Yeah, GBR does like to kill children.
Also, Alex, you're really gonna be leaking the KWCE's reservoir.
Yeah, I see how
Oh,
the Army's
dang.
gonna cancel you on the forums.
Okay.
Good.
She won't cancel shit because she needs me or Joe to do shit for them on the forums.
That
Yeah.
is true. We can't edit shit. You still need to do that.
Yeah, I know. I'll get to it.
Anyway, Bacon, you were giving your thoughts on the match?
Oh, hold on. So, oh god, it's cherrying right as I'm like talking. To give my quick thoughts, it was when I clicked on it, I could. It's very much an a older match. Not much I knew. And we all start from somewhere, right? Like we all look back at that first couple matches that we wrote, and we're just oh, I could have done so much better. But to be fair, Ditto, this may be bad at times. It may be straight up cringe at some parts to read. But I did not hate life because it made me smile and laugh at it as
Aw.
opposed to me reading it and wanting to blow my brains out with a double barrel.
Aww.
So, why are you alling that? I just said double barrel shotgun to my brain. but But you know what meme material you have given to us?
Yeah.
Thank God we posted this match. You've given us a lot of meme material to use out of context.
Yeah.
We're just gonna shoot up the forums. Not the forums, the server.
Yeah.
Man.
It really is, Alex. So, you know, I did have, I like the David and Goliath stuff. Like, there is some genuine good here, Ditto. Don't be totally ashamed of it. Just know that you're a better writer now, and at least, even at your worst, it's at least funny.
Yeah.
They can really be going, yeah, dude, look at the bright side. We're laughing at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like I think there's something interesting you can do with it, like I don't know, the Ultramen showing up later in the Godzilla timeline or whatever. But this ain't it, Chief.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Bacon, are you done? Joe, did you read this match? He is muted.
He
Okay.
doesn't read the KWC. What do you think is gonna make him read the KWCE?
Making fun of Ditto?
You know, no, he's a Ditto supporter because he likes Space Jam too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really make fun of Ditto at Mark. We like Space Jam too.
Yeah, that making fun of Ditto is me in your territory.
Yeah, we compensate by making fun of Bacon, GVR, Gray Shot.
KaijuX.
Yeah,
Joe
sure,
posted Ditto 10 years from now when someone asks if he's the one who wrote Ultraman Boy versus you can PTSD's nuts.
You can PTSD's nuts.
Ditto. That's gay.
Ditto had nothing to do with this, and you just called it gay, like on-line television, exposed.
Gosh darn it.
Ditto's the bomb bird.
Oh, when Ditto says that, GVR says, I'll be up to that challenge and rush over.
Shut up. Alex, okay, I'm gonna skip ahead to you. Did you read the match? No, you didn't. I know you did.
No, I didn't read the match, but I do know one thing.
I mean, I didn't either, so.
GMK Godzilla hates the Japanese.
Gosh darn
I was
The Japanese.
Great, I was just gonna skip over you. You never read these.
But believe it or not,
That is a fair assessment.
that is a fair assessment, yes. But believe it or not,
No, guys, I know you wrote it. I know you read it. I know you wrote it. You wrote this and said you were Ditto.
yeah, it's my troll match.
KaijuX, before you go on, Ray Shot, even the KWC that you were interested in, you didn't read. You went, oh, this looks cool, and then never went to it.
L.
I have a very busy life. That's all I can say.
You're about to have a very busy death.
Which actually, on the side note, I do have to go, so I will thank you for inviting me to this.
Aw, alright.
But past my 2 hours, I'll catch y'all later.
Alright, see ya, man.
See ya.
Rip. But, shoot, we should have gotten some announcements out of him. But, oh well, we'll probably,
KaijuX, what were your thoughts?
Right. I am gonna, like, kind of read my thoughts on the forums, just for everyone to hear. And then if there's anything else that comes to mind, I'll elaborate on that in a second. But basically what I said was, I had seen this, like, in my back catalog for a while, but never quite got around to it. But now that, like, funny enough, like, reading this now, I think I appreciate it more now. Like, it's not the best thing ever, but it's like, I can appreciate more now that I have a better grip on some Ultraman-related stuff. Like, I'm not familiar at all with Ultraman Boy. I was really hoping this match would have Ultraman Boy, but with, like, no powers. Like, the fact that he has the Ultra Bracelet makes his card a bit of a lie, but...
I cheated.
Well, because he doesn't always have that.
Like, or is that something official to the character of him having the Ultra Bracelet, or is that just made up for this?
Ditto just sounded like he confessed to a sin. He confessed to a crime. I cheated.
Okay, but yeah, no, Ultraman Boy does not always have the Ultra Bracelet. Like, he just naturally has no powers.
Okay.
But Ditto asked if he could have him with the Ultra Bracelet, and I said yes.
Okay. So that's a flexibility. All right.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. But
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's an item. It's an equipment.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. No. It's like. Okay.
It'd be
No.
like having King Kong pick up a boulder and going, "We need to put Boulder in his powers."
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I see that. All right. No, that's fair. I can see that. I guess a fight needed to happen somehow, but just part of me was really, really hoping there would be no powers for Boy, that he'd really just be in over his head. But even
This
then,
match would be even shorter.
yeah, it would.
It really would. It would just be GMK Godzilla swung his tail. Ultraman Boy died.
And then gets nuked and saved by Taro. The end.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, some of the sentence structuring and punctuation marks felt a little weird. Like, they just felt very kind of weird. Just mostly, like, distracting. I'm not gonna say it's, like, egregious, but it's, like, it is there. That is very prominent there. It feels like the existence of the match feels very memey. And, of course, there is the now classic line of, oh, how he hated the Japanese!
Again, he gave us meme material for years.
So, yeah, but it's like, I think I expected more out of the actual fight to be more goofy in a weird way. I don't know, but I guess you couldn't really do that with GMK Godzilla. Not him directly, but more like indirect goof stunts with Boy, but I don't know.
Well, it's funny because it's a super serious monster fighting a joke.
Yeah. Right. That's it. Even with that said, I will give this one legit positive. GMK got, even though the writing style is not as well as refined compared to your later stuff, GMK still holds a good presence here. Like, he feels surprisingly legitimately scary, and I think that still carries over into this despite the not as good like writing, like you know, clearly lesser writing quality. Like, it's still, the presence is still there, which is a plus.
KaijuX, you cut yourself off when you said when I heard so I thought you were gonna say even though this match sucks, you changed it mid-sentence.
No, I didn't say that. That's a strong point. Like, GMK still feels imposing. Like, it was surprisingly easy to see GMK in that part. Like, I think that presence still carried through despite the not the rougher writing style. So
Read for read Nagota's thoughts when you get the chance.
okay,
I was going to once KaijuX stopped talking.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, and nothing. Right. Okay, I see I have two comments from on the chat side. Maguma says that banner fits this match to a T, lol, which it really does.
Yes.
And Commander Phoenix says, "Ah, yes, World War II ghost bully an alien child."
Spider-Man 3 be like.
So yeah, no, like I didn't have like too much else to say beyond my initial 0 out of 10 Ultraman's poise powers are listed as none with Ultraman. Okay, knowing the fact that that was an additional element just to make sure the fight had something going on, I was like, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, no, Ditto asked, like, can I have full
Yeah,
use bracelet?
Yeah.
I think I asked you, but you said yes.
Yeah, I might have. Yeah, given the fact that this was a much older match. Yeah, I think I said that was probably fine. So, rip
Ultra
me.
Boy Man.
Okay, this is wait, hold on. This is twice that KaijuX is forgetting, except like proving of Kino. He forgot a burning Godzilla and Godzilla vs Primal Rage, and he forgets the bracelet in the best meme match that's ever happened.
Yeah. No, there's some things I approved. I'm like, wait, I approved that, but you know, whatever.
Oh, this is awesome. Wait, I approved this?
Yeah, it be like that, man.
Sometimes it really do be like that.
So, yeah, no, definitely the best serious meme match we got.
Okay, I'm gonna read Nagota's thoughts now.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, and Nagota says, short fight, and he likes how Godzilla beats down Magular, then decides he's going to murder this alien child he sees before him. And then he says, I see this, and I'm reminded that Godzilla turned himself into a beating heart all those years ago. Godzilla
he
stopped. Another being that stood between him and his vengeance. No matter, he would defeat this newcomer and then seek out the Goran Hydra that reduced him to a beating heart all those years ago. GMK Godzilla really be rewriting his own history.
You know, really, that you watched a different finale than us did. We should have added GMK Ghidorah a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Why is he so far away?
Ditto from another universe.
Yeah.
No, I think that was Andrew.
Yeah, he was mumbling.
I heard something, but it wasn't me.
It wasn't. Where was that coming from?
No idea.
His mother's house.
Noodles. Wow, I can't believe Admiral Tachibana was a dragon all along. Good colorblind casting, Kaneko. Okay, my thoughts on the match.
That's what he is, Joe. God.
I had a very fun time reading
GVR, you're disappearing.
We're going down the tunnel.
You're walking away. It sounds like you're trying to tell us
you're
something very
just-
important, but you're walking to the bridge to get milk.
Am I
At the
real?
same time.
Am I really?
Yes,
Yeah.
like dead ass.
Okay, can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, now we can.
If it happens
think what
again, I will just say stop trying to go reach for milk.
Okay, now what I think happens is like I'm doing this on my phone, and like the way I hold my phone, my finger goes over the microphone.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, no, my thoughts on the match were just like I thought it was a very fun little match. Not a lot going on, but just like nice little fun read. It's not a big conclusion to the year, but it's just like fun little closer out. I think it's very in spirit of with the KWCE. I think it fits as the finale of the year of the new people in charge.
Mhm.
Because KWCE, it's a silly thing.
Yes.
Let's not kid ourselves. It's a very silly thing. We
It's
enjoy it that way.
Yeah, exactly. It's a silly little thing.
So it's nice to close out our first year with just a nice little fun match.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So a scene in which Shin Godzilla will not be oppressed.
Yes.
He won't be oppressed because no one's gonna write him.
I'll write them.
Hey,
GVR, me, you, and Ditto are like the three primary writers for the KWCE. Let's not joke.
Us and Strip Matter.
In Strip Matter.
Yeah,
Don't forget
instant
Strip.
matter.
Is that
That's Shingo J 14.
yeah.
It's your mom.
His mom.
Yeah. Those are my thoughts. There you know, Alex didn't read it. Ditto. Do you have any closing words on this?
more importantly, did you
Yeah.
read it?
I skimmed through it. No, I did. I read like through most of it. But, yeah, I'm looking at it right now, like the beginning, because I want to skip that part. The whole, oh yeah, the Ultramen show up. Yeah. Like I said, this is a bruh moment. Yeah, I think GBR, you already said all the little things I posted
Yes.
before I joined. So yeah, Nagoda helped me out with Taro. I'm pretty sure Birdman was like, no, Ultraman Boy can't use the Ultra Ring, but it was already approved at that point.
No one cares what Birdman thinks.
Yeah. I'm worried about-
USA.
Maybe don't make a match based on a meme thing from a randomizer list. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna do that, and it will be 3 billion words of just them playing Pokemon.
Yeah, it's not much else to say. It was an interesting choice. Bold move, big risk.
Yeah.
Did it pay off?
Hilarious results.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
it was
the
something.
KWC hates the Japanese.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope for a better or even better KWCE next year.
Hopefully.
I can assure you 2022 will be an exciting year for the KBCE.
Ditto. GBR's not gonna let that happen for you. He's gonna bully you the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
Ditto, I'll say this. We have better matches of yours lined up for next year.
I know, that's good. I hope.
That is true.
Yeah. I also want to.
We're gonna post Ultraman Boy versus DMK2.
Oh yeah, I guess don't expect a sequel. 'Cause I don't have anything planned for that. Unless Nagoda wants to like write Taro versus GMK.
Right.
Nagoda doesn't write for the KBCE because all the possibilities would kill him.
Yeah.
That's true. He would like his brain would explode.
Commander Phoenix says this feels like.
Dakota would just implode by how many people, by how many like different people who did genocide.
Yeah.
Damn, you cucked Andrew with two things: cutting them off mid-sentence and talking about genocide.
No, I was just trying to say a comment from Commander Phoenix who says like this feels like sequel bait as much as the one from the with the Showa Monsters versus Evangelion, which heads up Phoenix. That one sequel is actually already out. I think that one was what number.
That's not a while ago.
Yeah, that was like a.
I mean, I think he's just. I mean, he's still just saying like that one ended with like very heavy sequel bait.
Oh, okay, like a follow up that's not guaranteed to happen. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It's like
Yeah.
the end of a video game movie where the character actually looks like the way they're supposed to.
Yeah.
And it never gets a sequel.
Yeah.
I can't believe, Ditto. I can't believe you wrote the Monster Hunter movie.
Ditto, I have some requests for Monster Hunter 2. First of all, put in Vitalis or I'm cutting off your dick.
Let's see what I can do.
Ditto, all you have to do to defend yourself is say, bacon, that's gay.
I'm not doing anything sexual. It's cutting it all off of ears.
Ditto, just say,
So
Ditto,
shit.
Ditto, just say to Bacon, the MCU more like the MPU, and he'll die.
In that moment, you just heard Bacon's soul leave his body.
I remember
Or,
Joe
Ditto,
said
just
that,
t-
and I
just-
joked-
just say
and I
any-
jokingly said shut the fuck up, and he replied with, bro, I said it slightly different. Shut the fuck up.
Ditto, all you have to do is say anything and Bacon will get depressed immediately and start getting high.
Spider-Man, more like Stinker-Man.
Ultimate Ditto, more like Ultimate Puo.
Speaking of Monster Hunter, Commander Phoenix says, when Gormagala and KWC?
I mean, that's. We'll see. That's all I can say. So, I think. Oh, you know what? There is, like,
Good friend.
do we have any other comments on this particular match? Because I think there's just one thing I want to announce on Grayshot's behalf since he's not here.
No, I think we're done. Yeah.
All right, and all right. Thank you everyone for joining this month's KWCC. But before we conclude for the day, and everyone can go on to enjoy the holidays. One important thing I wanted to bring up is make sure to keep an eye out not only for the match coming this Christmas, but for the beginning of the KWC survey, which should be coming out, I think, either around that time or the beginning of the year or something like that. Thank you, Commander Phoenix. Your Gormagala little comment kind of reminded me of that because I know there is nice old list of what monster would you like to see in the KWC, and we went through all the eligible ones, and so it's so you basically get to vote for him on there.
I should vote for Really Big Man.
Yes, Really Big Man will be there too.
Really Big Man.
Don't forget to keep an eye out for the survey. That'll be up and coming again. I don't know exactly when. I don't know if it's going to be going up with the next match or if it's going to be going up just around the 10th, maybe the 10th of January, which I think is the next KWC after the Christmas one. So, Not fully sure, but
We're not getting Power Rangers.
yeah, no, okay, yeah, I'll have to bring up that little.
Talk about that.
Yeah, okay, for just for a little bit, because it's like, yeah, there's the whole like Power Rangers thing going around. It's like, hey, you guys should add Power Rangers to the KWC. Unfortunately, we cannot. Crossovers do not count. Crossovers do not count within the spectrum of what we can add in the KWC. If there was, like, for the most part, a lot of the things that are included in the KWC is stuff that, in an oversimplified sense, is stuff that Toho's theatrically produced or distributed. That
Example would be going off the Godzilla Marvel comic and have the Hulk joining the roster because Hulk fought Godzilla in one panel in that series.
No, he
We
didn't.
didn't do Hulk because we're gonna get
No,
sued
we
by
didn't.
Marvel.
It's an
He didn't?
example.
I thought he got stumped on.
No, Hulk never appeared in that series. Quite literally, it was because the artist was sick and tired of drawing Hulk.
Ah. Well,
But Spider-Man did.
Spider-Man was in there, yeah.
Spider-Man would have worked Mechagodzilla.
well, we wouldn't get Spider-Man either because Marvel would still sue us.
So Sony and
Be
Marvel
cooler, though.
and Disney would sue us.
So-
Be a lot
Like, is
cooler
that
if you
Spider-Man
did,
I
though.
see?
Yeah, but friggin', yeah, no. So it's like, unfortunately, we can't include.
Spider-Man No Way Home should have had Marvel Godzilla.
Should have had Leo.
Spider-Man, no way on the roster.
Yeah, no way on the roster. But yeah, like, yeah, we can't include crossover properties because even though it is Toho involved, Toho, it's something weird to the effect of Toho doesn't own the properties that pre-existed. But if there is a new creature, like a new original monster or something of that nature that appears in there, there is a chance we can add it. Now, with that said, we do keep a strict criteria with that, in that, like, say, if, like, say, there's a new original monster in the Power Rangers crossover, but it's created by Rita Repulsa, we're gonna have to shoot that one down because it's directly tied to Rita Repulsa. Just like with Red Ronin from the Marvel comics. Could we use him? Yes. But he's created by Stark Industries, which then goes down the rabbit hole of the Marvel Universe, so we have to say no to that. The reason why we chose Rion out of all of them was because the original Rion, you could literally just copy and paste the origins of that, and the whole Megan Baden war could just be taken to a Godzilla-fied Earth. Like, it doesn't connect to anything greater in the Marvel Universe. It's not connected to the Infinity Stones. It's tied to nothing. It exists as its own thing, so we can use it.
Damn, I can't wait to write a match with an original monster versus Attack Titan and explain that the Power Rangers were in the history of the world and then the match would suck.
I'm gonna laugh if that was Rihann's only match forever.
That would be really
That'd be
funny.
awesome.
I
Nah,
think
it's
that
not.
would be hilarious.
The,
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck
it is.
up.
It actually is.
Delete it now. Delete
Rayon's
the
getting
other match.
retired right now.
gosh,
Yeah.
no, I'm not deleting my Kino, you son of a gun.
Bacon, no dying on street. That's
Die off stream.
Yeah, be right
Yeah,
back
Bacon,
and pull my own
Die
plug.
off screen.
Die off screen. That you really just told me to be a Jedi in Order 66 that didn't get spotlight. Man, fuck you.
Okay.
I'm
Damn.
gonna get attacked by everyone in this town with heroin needles.
Damn jet over my head.
But yeah, no, like, yeah, no crossovers, just in general. So we are clarifying that. So yeah, no, not much we could do about that for as much as we would want to. So what can you do? Maybe there will be a Toho produced or distributed film that features the Power Rangers. I don't know. We'll see that when we get there.
Well, you say that. We've had crazier when we tried to do this before. Ava.
Yeah, Ava happened somehow.
It's-
So
It's not impossible.
yeah, holy moly, that was because it's like I didn't think Ava would be possible because the last movie was a sequel to other movies, but Ava proved the impossible's possible. So
yeah, but the thing about Power Rangers is if they're gonna be distributed in Japan, they're probably gonna be through Toei.
Yeah.
Ew,
Yeah.
Hey, support Totally Not Mark.
Yes.
Free shout out.
Anyway. But yeah. Reading comments. Talking about that. Get reasonable position take. So want to see Kira versus Dragonzord. Expect Death Battle isn't touch. Oh, except I think you meant to say isn't touching it. Wait, Dragonzord isn't KUCE. Never mind. So we could talk about Power Rangers thing. Right now, Kira vs. Dragonzord is in DB. Yeah, original monster, not Rita created. Sounds like fair game to me. I'm sure we'll get plenty of new monsters next year. Anyway, it's Shin Ultraman and all. Yeah, I agree. Man, I hope we get this is Bolton Zetton. I agree. Yeah, forget yeah, no, I think we're all with you guys on that. That's like hopefully we'll see what Shin Ultraman provides because I mean it's like we know that Gabora and Naranga are in there, and we just have to see how they fare out proportion because if it's like a destroy all monsters thing where it's like monsters are scattered all throughout Japan and only Ultraman can stop them, only Gabora and Naranga are just like two that are in there. That I mean, it's like granted we've added lesser monsters, so I wouldn't say that it's unlikely. But given the size of the roster, I don't expect to add all of them. It just depends on how this movie plays out. That's the big thing. So we'll just have to see that when we get there. But yeah, survey aside, look forward to the next match coming up. We'll talk about that next month. And in the meantime, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays. Thank you guys so much for participating. My goodness, this nonsense is fun and I love it.
Holidays aren't real.
Neither are we.
Yes. Wait. Are you suggesting that we are in the Matrix, aka a really bad movie?
Yes.
Interesting.
That
man.
explains a few things.
See you guys next month for the next KVCC, and you guys take care. And take care. I forgot I was gonna say. Oh well. Goodbye.
Take care.
Take care of these nuts.
That's gay.
To
I hope that's the last thing that was said on stream.